You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentration.
Second free throw, too strong, no good. Pringle got his own rebound to the rim, lays it up and in. A long rebound to Pringle. It's a three-point trip, and top of the circle gives it away left side, Tremont Mark. Mark at the foul line, gets free, jumper on the way, no good. Acuff had it, lost it, loose ball, picked up by Wagner. Wagner's going to drive by Tremont Mark and throw it down with one hand. Drives the paint, kicks it away to Pringle. 15 to shoot, back to Richmond. Billy lobs it for Pringle, two-man game. Nick throws it down. Hogs in the half court, Acuff. Left of the circle, gives it to Wagner. DJ for three, and it's good. Hogs attack it. Acuff, right wing, three-pointer good. New defense, no problem. Back to Trevin, baseline. Going to try to take Hyde off the dribble. In the lane, turn around from the foul line. A little bit too strong, but it drops in for Trevin Brazil. High off the back of the iron and then fell through the hoop. A short jumper rattles out, but Brazil is there with a follow. Trevin's got 23. Hogs are up 77-52 with 13:22 to play. Ewan high to get the long rebound. Away to Acuff. Darius down the lane, off the glass. It's good for Darius Acuff. He went 1 on 3, 25 for the freshman. Cody with the dribble handoff. Two-man game. Cody pick and pop from Wilcher. Three-pointer no good. High off the back of the iron. Brazil with a rebound. Trevin picks up his sixth board. Hogs in the half court. Left side. Wagner's open. Three-pointer from DJ is good. Wagner's got 10. Acuff guarded by Weaver out front. They skip it right side. Set a screen for Malik Thomas, and he knocks down a three-pointer. Acuff going to try to take Vocalitis off the dribble. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 to shoot. DJ steps back off a crossover and rattles home a three-pointer. Texas throws it in. Wagner steals the inbounds. DJ to the other end. Threw it off the glass. Left it for Richmond, and Billy dunked to give Arkansas a 105-85 lead. I don't know if they're going to give him an assist, but that's how it was designed. That was not a shot. He flipped it off the glass, and Billy was there to finish it up. Texas has it. Shendall Weaver going to drive, spin on Thomas, off the glass, no good. Wagner with a rebound. Hogs are going to dribble it out, I think. Ahead to Thomas, and Malik's going to pull back. He knew better than that. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And this one's in the books. The Razorbacks have knocked off Texas 105-85, a grand finish.
We came in with the idea, let's get after this. Let's be active. You know, worried about their high-low and some of their stuff that they do well. And then TB plays the way he played. I mean, making shots, making free throws, blocking balls, rebounding. And then you got DJ coming off the bench doing what he did, which is what he's capable of. Being confident, not aggressive, confident that I can do this. I mean, you know, we got good players, but Nick Pringle was big. We got to have that. For us to be something like that, we got to have Nick Pringle play that way.
That's what we've been saying, Coach. All right, welcome into the zone on it's Thursday, right? Fantastic Thursday. That was an entire game replay you got right there. I mean, you got almost every highlight from the entire game, and there were a bunch of them. Arkansas scores 100 points in a win over Texas, and it's always fun to see the Longhorns go down and to see the Hogs put on a show like they did last night, win by 20. An absolute blast. Justin Acri on the road here in Jacksonville, Florida, getting set for the ASUN tournament. There comes some Bears. I see the ASUN Player of the Year, Cam Hunter, strolling through. We're going to visit with him later in the show. There's Mal Marable. He's set to have a big day, I think, boys, tomorrow against the Bellarmine Knights. But we will see. We will see. Had one of his best games of the year earlier against them. Excited about that. But we'll talk to them and John Shulman, the Coach of the Year. We're going to celebrate that win last night quite a bit. We got a lot to dig in on. Fellas, good to see you. How we doing? What's happening?
Doing good. Just chilling here with Trip Keeter in the house on the ones and twos, making it happen. It was fun recapping that game, and it kind of lined up with what I'm looking for today for a question of the day.
Talk to me, Goose.
I said, who will be the X factor for the Razorback underdogs, men's basketball team, to do well in the NCAA tournament. And I got you 3 options.
Ooh.
I got you 3. You ready for
Talk
these?
to me.
I got Pringle,
Okay.
I got Ewing, and I got Wagner.
Ewing and Wagner. I like that.
And so you just heard, I think the thing is, I think we've been so set on just understanding Pringle is what he is. We can't expect anything out of him. Or can we, Or Ewing, him showing up big, or, giving us, maybe 10 points, 8 boards. Would that be the thing? Or Wagner doing anything close to what he did last night? I think it'll be interesting because we know what we're going to get out of Acuff. Malik Thomas, consistent. Brazil, even though people think he's so hit or miss, for the better part, he's had more of a consistent year. Billy Richmond is now consistent. So I think out of those 3 guys, which one do we need to show up to be the difference for us in the tournament?
Yeah, Billy had a quiet offensive night, DJ, and that's the thing I love about him, though. I mean, he just plays his butt off, and I think, you've heard Coach Cal talk about this repeatedly, but 3 block shots, got 3 steals, and he got 9 rebounds. I mean, and again, didn't shoot much, didn't make much, but you score 8 points and you do all those other things that well, it's amazing. So, again, he plays with such effort, and it's infectious, and Arkansas shot the crap out of it last night. And, again, I think people have been – anybody who criticizes Brazil at this point, you got your nuts. And the thing is, man, look, how many guys out there play great every night? Not very many. Even Acuff had a couple of down games, which his down games are still pretty damn good. But again, you can't expect Brazil to be spectacular every night, but he is pretty dang good this year, and he is absolutely – I don't know whatever you want to call him. He's the Robin to Acuff's Batman. You got to have him. Maybe Billy Richmond's becoming that guy.
Yeah. But
really, I think that triumvirate of players, you got to have those guys play well, and then you hope to get a night from Wagner because he can do it. You hope to get a night from from someone else. Malik Thomas can light it up from outside. Didn't shoot it great last night, but he's a guy that can certainly shoot it well. He scored well though, ended up scoring 13. But that's just fun. And when you have a highlight reel like that, I mean, there were some plays last night where they were just insane. I mean, there were a couple of dunks by Brazil. Obviously, Acuff was just like on another level last night. He was gliding. It was so impressive watching him work last night. He was just on another planet, man. So it's fun. And, again, the fact that you get to thump Texas and bounce back like that was nice. So Arkansas, again, keeps pace, moves back into, locks into second place right now with Missouri coming up, and Missouri's coming off a bad loss on the road to Oklahoma. I think Missouri's in the tournament, but they can't be playing too great right now, though they had a pretty good win a couple games ago. We saw Texas A&M beat Kentucky a couple nights ago, so it's wild times in the SEC right now, baby. We talked about Auburn having to beat LSU. They did it. So there's still some things to shake out in the SEC, but I think Arkansas has got themselves in great shape. If you beat Missouri, I don't think you do worse than 5. Maybe you win a couple tournament games. You get yourself to a 4. What do you think?
I mean, that would be ideal. We had the conversation yesterday. If we win this game, we get locked up our double bye. Do we start resting some players? Or, with the way things look last night, do we keep this thing rolling to try to get to that 4? I don't know. I'm looking at what
I don't know if
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, I don't know if Cal talked about this, but Acuff looked like Acuff again, and he's been battling an ankle, and so I wonder if something, he felt better last night or what, but he looked a lot more comfortable to me last night than he has in a while.
On the other note, remember we were looking at that Florida game to seeing what the spread was? What was it yesterday against Mississippi State? 22?
It's like 24, 23.
Yeah, they won by 34.
I saw that. I did see that. That's funny. Yeah, they killed him. So, yeah, pretty amazing. Should have ridden that one. Alabama losing to Georgia was a bit of a surprise. Vanderbilt kept it rolling. Would have been a bad loss for Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. They've had a tough year, but Vanderbilt keeps it going too. So, I think the tournament doesn't mean a lot at that level. I mean, I'm sitting here at the A-Sun tournament. It means everything. Again, you're talking about these one-bid leagues, but for teams like Arkansas and these other teams that have already punched their ticket, I don't think anybody's playing their way into the tournament at the SEC tournament, and I don't think anybody's playing their way out of the tournament. So you got to do your damage here in the last regular season game. And maybe if you're I don't know who's on a bubble. Who's the bubble team? I mean, does Auburn need to win their last game and maybe win a tournament game to get back into the mix? I don't know. Maybe they're already in. 7-10 though. If you finish 8-10, to me that looks a lot better than 7-11. I mean, it's a huge gap to me. Now they got to beat Alabama on the road to do it. I don't like their chances. So they're going to have to make a decision on Alabama, but you're probably getting 10 regardless. So, anywho, what else happened yesterday? Actually, a lot. We got a lot of news yesterday, Razorback related. There was some other
Stan to give us a call. All right.
No doubt, big news. They announced last night they're giving Nolan his statue. And I will make the argument until I'm dead. I would much rather have a court named after me than have some statue outside the arena built. But listen, you want to do both? That's great by me. So they are finally giving Nolan his statue. And maybe this is like the GOAT curse with the Cubs. And if you build Nolan's statue, maybe Arkansas breaks through and wins the national championship again. I don't think this team's going to do it, but maybe in the near future it'll happen. So it's pretty cool, though. I'm happy for Coach. He's such a good dude, and he's so well-liked. And I know that Cal's respect for him is off the charts, and I think that's been awesome, too. So that was one of the big things. And then we've got the story about the Tyson patch, which is going to go on all the uniforms, and we'll talk about that in a second. Let's hear from Coach Cal on Nolan and the announcement about the statue last night, Trip.
How about Nolan's statue? You know, they put an addendum in my contract that I had to go out and clean that thing once a week. So if there's bird poop on it, it's up to me to go wipe it off, which I will do in a pleasant way. I would love it. He's been so good to me since I've been here. And I'm going to tell you again, that one thing I said to Hunter, you guys are talking to me, has anybody talked to Coach Richardson to make sure he's good with this? And he said, yeah, Coach said he'd be exactly so he was in my corner from day one.
That's pretty cool. You got two Hall of Famers there supporting each other, man.
So we're assuming Coach Cal's time at Arkansas is 5 years, right? That's what he signed a contract.
I hope so.
Do you see him going anything after that?
I don't see him going anywhere else. Do you?
No.
I see him retiring there, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. I don't think he coaches anywhere else after this.
If he is here just to say he rides out his contract and he retires after 5 years, and he gets a national championship, he'll have a statue next to Nolan Richardson?
I don't know if it's next to it, but outside somewhere. You can't name the court after him. You already did that.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, if you win a national title, I would think so, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just curious if there's a coach that maybe spent 1 year somewhere, won a national championship, and went somewhere else, they would get a statue?
A statue. I don't know. Here's the thing about Nolan, too. Nolan's impact transcends just the basketball part, right? I mean,
yeah.
There's a lot more to it, and his story is so impactful. And I think, again, that's part of the deal. But, again, when you bring a school, it's only national title, you got to look at them with a certain level of reverence. So,
and I guess what I'm getting at is when you think of Nolan Richardson, the only school I put him with is Arkansas.
Yeah.
He's a Razorback.
Well, of course.
Coach Cal,
of course.
When you think of Coach Cal, what will he go down as?
I mean, he was 15 years at Kentucky. If he's at Arkansas for 5 years, but here's the thing. He only won 8 titles at Kentucky, right?
Wow, yeah.
So, I don't know. Look, he's been great everywhere he's been.
Yeah.
Great at UMass.
He's
been great at Kentucky. I mean, he's a great coach. The guy's a great coach. So, look, I'm just happy to have him. My girlfriend and I were talking about him the other day, and she said, I was listening to his coach's show the other night. She's like, I was coming home from work. And I don't know what I just did there. Sorry. She's like, I was coming home from work, and I happened upon his coach's show on the Buzz. And she's like, I didn't want to get out of my car. I mean, I'm the same way. I could listen to Coach Cal talk all day, every day. He's a phenomenal communicator. And I just think he's been such a treat. And, again, I'm not reveling the fact that Kentucky's suffering, but I can't help but say, you wanted him out of town. And I get it. After a certain number of years, every coach has their run, Houston Nutt's one of the most popular guys that's ever coached at Arkansas, but after 10 years, people were like, all right, that's enough of that. You know what I mean? It happens.
Could you imagine Coach Cal being your history teacher in high school? How awesome you think that class would be?
I'd be locked in. There's no doubt about it.
Telling all the stories, would be great.
We got a busy show today, so bottom of the hour we're going to talk to Nancy Holtus because they're running at Oaklawn again today. Speaking of Oaklawn, we're going to talk to Zach in the last hour about updated odds, and we'll get some of the tournament odds, and there's a lot going on with all that. So, again, if you're following an individual tournament, I know that Little Rock's men and women unfortunately got bounced yesterday in the OVC, but, you get Central Arkansas's women playing tonight, Central Arkansas's men tomorrow, and I don't know if they're doing women's lines. They certainly have national championship odds for the women, that's for sure. But you got that going on. We've got F1 this weekend's back. Zach's excited about that. The NASCAR story with Reddick has been incredible. Can he do it again? 4 weeks in a row. He's already gotten to an unprecedented level, winning the first 3 races of the NASCAR schedule, which has never happened before. So we got all those things to delve into with Zach, and I'm sure I'm missing some key things. We got Razorback baseball, too. So John Shulman and Cam Hunter are going to join us in the last hour. and we've got our normal things on a Thursday. So we will get to What's on Tap, brought to you by Flyway Brewing. Red White Report, brought to you by our friends at UAMS Ortho Now. Did you guys do a What the Hell segment yesterday, DJ?
Not really. We had one What the Hell story. I gave a little bit of it, but yeah, you got something for us?
We'll do one today.
Awesome.
Heck yeah, buddy. You know me. I'm always ready.
Yeah.
Always ready with some stuff. So, all right. Then the other story is, and I'm curious, DJ, especially with you, and I'm sure, Baz had some thoughts about this too, about the Tyson logo. And again, I saw some negative energy on social media because people want to complain about everything. But it's like, this is a good thing. I mean, I don't know how much they're paying, but it's a huge number to have a Tyson patch on every uniform. And so, look, we've been complaining for years. When the Northwest Arkansas has so much money up there, when are they going to invest in Arkansas? Most of those places don't care because most of those places are filled with people who aren't from Arkansas. But guess what? Tyson cares, and Tyson's behind it, and Tyson's supporting it. And so you ought to be thrilled. And then same for you group that are out there going, well, they need to sell the naming rights to the stadium before they worry about patches on the uniform. Do they? Do they? Listen, they're down the road on that. So just relax. It's not your money anyway. So it's getting done. Calm down. It's getting done. And I think the Tyson Pets thing is pretty cool. And it's going to become the norm. And I actually like the uniformity of it. To me, having Tyson on all of it versus, having different companies on different uniforms, it's not a huge deal either way, I guess, but it's kind of cool, I think.
When things get rolling, most people won't even notice it. So
no, they're so – look at the NBA. They've been on there for years. When it first happened, I was like, this is terrible. What have we become? Well,
is every NBA team have something on their jersey?
Yes.
I could not tell you.
You don't even notice it.
I could not tell you one team that has what their logo is on their jersey. Not one.
Me either.
Could you, Trip?
I mean, I couldn't because I hardly ever watch the NBA anymore.
Yeah.
It's not really a good product on
I
the
would
court.
assume maybe Memphis has.
Whoa, easy.
Yeah.
Don't make Christian mad, man. Just say what you got to say. But you don't have to dog the NBA because you don't watch it. You know? I mean, you can if you want to. It's your opinion. You're welcome to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Christian, get him. Well, I mean, they're only the best basketball players in the world, and, no big deal. Trash. Total trash. Listen, I do want to give a game ball to Nick Pringle because we hammer him when things don't go well. I love the fact that he got his own rebound off of a missed free throw, and I was like, what a nice twist on an old favorite, Nick. Good job. But 8 points and 4 boards, I'll take that. He only had 2 turnovers. Still too many probably, but that's okay. Look, I liked him. He flashed last night. You noticed him in a positive way last night, so that was good. He didn't miss a shot, so I was happy to see him involved last night. But yeah, it's hard to believe what we're seeing with Acuff. It's pretty remarkable. And did you get that clip I sent you from Texas's coach Trip?
Yes, I did.
Sean Miller's been around, guys. This is not Sean Miller's first rodeo. He's been around basketball at a high level for a long time. He was a high-level basketball player as a youngster. Became a very good college player and has become a pretty good college coach. Now, they're still working on some things at Texas. But regardless of what you think of him as a coach, he's seen what it looks like. He's been around a lot of great players. He's coached a lot of great players. He's faced a lot of great players. And when he heaps praise like this on Darius Acuff, I don't take that lightly because I respect Sean Miller's opinion. I think he knows what it's supposed to look like. So take this for what it's worth. You can discount it if you want to, but I think it's pretty impressive, and it's pretty darn high praise for Arkansas's top player.
I'm just going to make one statement here. Usually a guy like Acuff gets, too much credit or too much respect as a young player in college basketball. That can happen sometimes when a guy is that highly touted and certainly has this bright future beyond college like he does. But in my time, and I'll just go 34 years, I've never seen a point guard better. And when people talk about, who's going to be the number one pick in the NBA draft or who's the best player in the conference, I mean, just for a perspective, and I think our conference is great, he averages 25 points a game.
High praise. That's about how
he leads the league in scoring. He leads the league in assists, which I think I saw this morning has not happened since a guy named Pete Maravich played in the league. So that's kind of a big deal, yeah?
That's pretty big, yeah. Pistol Pete.
Yeah, and when Pete Maravich played in the NBA, it was good. Right, Trip?
I'd say he's pretty good, yeah. That's when the NBA was good, so yeah.
I'm messing with you.
Go ahead.
If Christian comes down and punches you in the break, that's on y'all to work out.
Was Christian a violent guy?
What team? What team did Pistol Pete play for?
He played for. I think he played for the Hawks or the Jazz.
No, in the SEC.
Well,
How
SEC?
about the SEC?
SEC is easy.
LSU.
There it is.
Is it? Okay, good. I didn't know if you knew. That was way before your time.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't born with an iPad in my hand. I know some history every now and then, so not everything.
You know what? iPad has a lot of knowledge in it, actually. So I don't know that that's
not
a bad
quite.
thing. Let's take a call from Larry, and then we'll hit a break. We got Nancy Holtus on the other side from Oaklawn, and look forward to visiting with her always, and get her picks from today, and get her thoughts on the upcoming weekend. And I know you guys will visit with her again tomorrow. Larry, what's happening?
Hey guys, great show. I want to hit on a couple of things. Number one, it is well overdue for Coach Nolan Richardson to get his statue. Only thing I can think of why it didn't happen before is because the way his tenure ended, and I think it might have been, that's the only reason I can think why it's taking so long. But I'm glad to see that is now not going to be the case. People talk about other people getting statues, Darren McFadden and such. And he's well deserving. But I will say this, guys, if Acuff gets the Naismith Award, which is basically like getting the Heisman in basketball, that man, he deserves one. And for everything he's doing, because you can't give the guy enough accolades. He deserves everything he has and everything he does. And he does it the right way. He's not out there trying to be all about me. He's all about we. And he does it the right way. So he's number one. I think he should be the number one draft pick. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Appreciate it.
I like it. You're not alone, I'm sure, in that thought process, and he is certainly helping himself into being a high lottery pick. I've not looked at a recent draft. We've been more focused on what's happening with the NFL, but I would guess that he is probably moving up the charts, and he was already high on a lot of people's lists. So I don't expect him to be the number one pick. But I do expect him to be a very high lottery pick for sure. So, but there are others that know a lot more about that than I do, and we're a little biased. But damn, is he fun to watch. All right, we're going to hit a break. It is 10:28, and when we come back, Nancy Holtus will join us on the other side. We'll chat with her about the card at Oaklawn, and I think we've got the Azeri Stakes this week, and I haven't really locked in on that yet, but I believe that's correct. So we'll look forward to talking to her. She's brought to you by Winners Circle Concierge. And as we take our time out, I want to tell you about something that's very near and dear to my heart. And it's Trip Keeter, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you all about it. No, I'm kidding. No, you are, Trip. I appreciate you so much.
Only when I show up to work on time, actually knowing that I'm on the schedule. That's when I'm important. But I'm
on time or at all?
At all. At all. And on time.
Miscommunication. It's funny, Trip. We've said this for years. The people who work in communication sometimes are the worst at communication, and that's us. So, it is true. Who's great at communicating? Sanders Ground Essentials. Here's how it works.
Hey, yeah,
you communicate to them that you would like for them to take care of your lawn. They communicate to you that they will do it, and then your lawn communicates to you that it's working by growing up big, strong, and green. You see how that works? How do you communicate with them, you might be wondering? Well, you call them at 501-315-9395, or you go to sandersground.com, which is exactly what my man DJ did, what I have done, what others at the Buzz have done, and what you will do soon if you want your lawn to be the best on the street. Now, if you want to have a second-rate lawn, knock yourself out. You weed lover, you. But listen, if you want it to be healthy and strong and you want to mow it less and make it look better, you need to get on it now. Now is the time. Your lawn is just waking up from a long winter's nap. And as it gets out of hibernation, it needs to be fed good things and the right things. And how do they know what are the right things? They do a soil sample. They go the extra mile. That's how Sanders Ground Essentials does it. So if you want the people who are the best in the business, they've been doing it for a long time, and they're local, Sanders Ground Essentials is without a doubt the answer. They're actually coming in studio today, I believe, as well. So we will talk to, or maybe it's next week. I got to double-check our calendar. DJ, did I tell you they were coming in today? I don't think I did.
We talked about it. You did not tell me they were coming today, though. No.
Let me double-check. No. Yes. I have them on at 11:30. So I'll double-check my text with Kyle, but I think that might be right. Anyway, Nancy Holtus coming up. I know that for sure after the break. Stick around.
Carson Brumbaugh joins the Zone each week courtesy of Pinnacle Parties, bounce houses, tents, tables, and everything in between. Take your party to the Pinnacle. Find them online at pinnacleparties.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas basketball cruised to a 105-85 home win over Texas. They got two huge performances from players Darius Ekov Jr., who had 28 points and 13 assists. Per Hogstats, which goes back to 1991, he's the first Razorback to have at least 25 points and 10 assists. Then Trevin Brazile, who had a career-high 28 points on 9 of 11 from the floor. He also had 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. After the game, Coach John Calipari talked about bouncing back from the Florida loss.
We were going to learn about ourselves, but I didn't want to put it on them. I didn't want to put the double buy on them. I just want them to understand, and I said this, you have been trained and prepared to play in March. Conditioning, the practices, the competitiveness, the weight training, the individual work. You are ready.
Arkansas will finish up the regular season on Saturday against Missouri at 11 a.m. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Edwards Food Giant presents Arkansas media legend and Drive Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer on Morning Mayhem. Rick joins the guys each week to talk Razorback sports and whatever else might come to mind. Brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
Floyd Seafood on Kill Avenue in Sherwood has live Louisiana crawfish. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd's also has a store full of Cajun goodies. Floyd Seafood in Sherwood, your homesick Cajun headquarters for live crawfish. Order by 2 p.m. Thursday.
Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern-born and raised and Arkansas-based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and Social Security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
Brought to you by MJ the Musical at the Robinson Center, March 4th through the 8th. Winner of 4 Tony Awards. Critics describe MJ as utterly electric and a jaw-dropping spectacle. Get tickets at celebrityattractions.com for MJ the Musical.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds, we'll have a full recap of Arkansas and Texas. Razorbacks trying to clinch a top 4 seed at the SEC tournament. Also, we'll talk a little recruiting. Arkansas Democrat Gazette, Whole Hog Sports. Richard Davenport will join us. We'll talk a little basketball recruiting and football recruiting with him. All that and a whole lot more coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Been some time. You still look like an angel. I heard you're doing fine.
The Zone is joined by Oaklawn Today host Nancy Holtus, who gives her insight on horse races happening at Oaklawn. Her visits are brought to you by Winner's Circle Concierge, a performance thoroughbred management firm designed to remove the learning curve, complexity, and burden from horse racing ownership. For more info, call them at 870-942-9382.
Okay, let's do that. On the Jim's Razorback Pizza hotline, there she sits. Hello, Nancy Holtus. How are you?
Well, hello, Justin Acri. I'm doing just fine. Thank you for asking.
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah.
Hi.
She doesn't know who it is.
It's DJ.
Yeah, it's DJ.
Yeah, she knows. Tripp is with us as well today, Nancy. So
Who?
let's Tripp. Now, come on, don't sell yourself short.
Okay.
You're a tremendous slouch. All right, Nancy, let's get to it. 9 races on the card today, and this weekend's the Azeri. Is that right?
That is correct. The return of Nitrogen, and she's actually got a stablemate in that same race with Lacara. So it's going to be a really good race, and this could potentially, who's going to run in the Apple Blossom.
Who's going to run in the Apple Blossom? Yeah, I can't wait to find out. What is going on today? We have 9 races, looks like, on the card with a 12:30 first post and some nice full fields, Nancy. Hopefully some good prices in here. Let's go with your best bet today.
All right. Well, my top pick is going to be in race number 7. And very unfortunately, this race scratched down to just a field of 4. And I'm guessing that's because they are all afraid of the rail horse, that Saudi Crown. Very impressive runner, as he is a Grade 1 winner. He does give up some recency. We haven't seen him back on the track since late June of last year, but this runner is a standout above the rest of the field. He's been facing a who's who throughout his career, whether it's White Barrio, Skip Longstocking, Full Serrano, Banishing, just to name a few. So Cox has actually had this runner down in South Florida, where he is now getting a lot of his horses ready, some of those better horses, to go and move forward. And I really would be surprised if this horse does run well. We could potentially see him in the Oaklawn handicap.
Yeah, it's been, Nancy, seven months or so since he's been on the track, so that is a pretty long layoff. And he didn't have a great outing.
It is a long layoff, but
Yep.
but Brad Cox really does a good job getting horses like this, in this scenario, coming off those extended layoffs, getting them back to the track, and not only getting them back, but getting them back in winning form. That's a big difference.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into our feature today, which is the 826 G's for grabs here. We have a couple scratches in here as well, unfortunately, but still a good full field in here of 5, do carry the one, 7 horses, it looks like.
Yeah, a good field of 7, but the one to beat is obviously Stiglitz from Barnafield D'Amato. His last 3 have all gone in extremely fast times, and he was one of the top. He had the top buyer speed figure of 107. That number, the fastest in the country, just until this last weekend when somebody topped him in a stakes race at Gulfstream Park. So, like the fact that this horse looks to be the one to catch, there is other speed in the field, but I think he is the speed of speed, if you will. So it does look to go for back-to-back trips to the winner's circle.
The Capo di Tutti Capo. So you gave me a even money, and that one was 4 to 5. So I need some meat on the bone, Nancy, before we let you go. Give me a long shot
that
I can make a little cheese on. Oh, right. Let's get it.
I'm going to give it. Race number 3 is a $8,000 claiming, and there's a runner in here by the name of Right On, Right On. Chris Hartman sends this one out 8-1 on the morning line. I like the fact that this runner's last win came at today's distance. Is going to take that drop in class, kind of the plunge, if you will, and actually stretches out after facing tougher sprinting. I think the Chris Hartman barn is going to be lighting up here very quickly. And, like I said, last time he tested the distance, he was a winner, and that came 3 races back. So 8-1 on the number 3, Right On, Right On.
I will take it. I will take it. I had a dream last night. It's so funny that you have a horse named – it just sparked my memory that I knew Matthew McConaughey, and I was in my office, and I had this black cowboy hat, and I had an extra one, and I wanted him to come in the office and take a picture with me, and I was going to post a picture. This is my dream last night. Just a couple of cowboys is what I was going to post. I just remembered this. But I was friends with him somehow, and I had his number, and everybody was freaking out that I knew Matthew McConaughey. I was like, no big deal. I've known him a long time. He's a nice dude. No big thing. Like, I literally, in my mind, didn't think it was a big deal. What a weird dream.
That's hysterical.
Yes.
I love it.
Let's blame it on the alcohol. Anyway, Nancy, thank you for the time. We appreciate you. And I know the fellas will talk to you tomorrow. I'm taking the day off because I'm going to be calling a basketball game. But take care of the boys, and appreciate your time.
They're in good hands. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time as well.
All right, appreciate it. Nancy Holtus, always a pleasure. Thanks again to our friends at Winner's Circle Concierge. Always good stuff there. All right, guys, how about a little bit of live fan feedback? You can send some in through our Listen Live button, and it is brought to you by our friends at Rainbow Restoration. Let's see here. This comes in from Jackson. Granted, y'all aren't biggest NBA fans, but doesn't it seem like the companies paying for these patches isn't working if none know who the sponsor is? Seems like a waste of ad dollars. Well, here's the deal. That's not my responsibility to concern myself with. You know what I mean? But if they think it's worth it, it's great. And I'm sure they get ancillary benefits outside of just having the patch on the uniform. And look, for people who watch, the Lakers every week, or they watch the Celtics every week, I'm sure they know who their sponsor is on their uniforms, right?
Yeah.
And for us, we're going to know it's Tyson Chicken. I mean, I don't think it'll be obnoxious or anything, but I think you'll know it. Elliot says, according to Baz this morning, we need to build 71 other statues for Lou Holtz, D-Mac, DVH, Joe Klein, and 44 other random people. Well, I think you got to do something awfully significant to build a statue for someone. Because it's like you build a statue and you go, well, why'd you build the statue? Because of this. And it better be an unequivocal no-brainer that you did it. And I don't know that, with all due respect, and I love Joe, and I love Lou Holtz, R.I.P., by the way. I love DVH. Dave I can almost make an argument for, and if he wins a national championship, it's a no-brainer. But the other ones I wouldn't say jump off the page at me. I mean, retiring or honoring D-Mac's number is a good thing, and they've done that. I don't know about a statue. If he'd won a Heisman, maybe. Probably then, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, DJ? I mean, I don't know. What he did was incredible, and he is the GOAT, but still.
Yeah, I mean, he's undoubtedly the greatest Razorback football player of all time, in my opinion.
I mean, he's got my vote.
But no, I just do we all feel like he got hosed out of one of them? For sure.
Yes.
But
I mean, are you going to put a statue up?
Yeah, that's
with
what I'm saying.
With a plaque on a DJ that says should have won a Heisman, runner-up twice.
Yeah,
which, again, is very impressive.
Yeah, I think the number – was that just honored but not retired? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. I think that's cool up there in the rafters. But, I just – for a statue, I'm with, like, the I mean, when he brought up the Naismith winner, do you think that would – suffice? Would you be okay with that if he won that? Or do you think the Heisman is a little bit more high regard than the Naismith?
I mean, they're equals, right? I mean, you're the best player in college basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Heisman's been diminished to some degree too, but it still means something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd rather win the Heisman than the Maxwell or any of the other trophies.
I just feel like,
even though they're all big
this
deals.
may be extremely biased because I'm more of a football guy. I just feel like the Heisman has a bigger, than the Naismith.
It's more prestigious.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, has Arkansas ever had a Naismith? Yeah, has Arkansas ever had a Naismith Award winner, though?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think off the top of my head, no.
I mean, Corliss would be the only guy I could think of that might have won it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he did, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a huge issue with it, but I don't know. Most people watch, this is according to Donnie on the live fan feedback, and then we'll take our break and come back and hit some other things. Most people watch the NBA, I think he means don't watch the NBA, for a reason. Justin likes to call it a lazy take if you don't love the NBA, but the numbers show they are struggling right now comparatively. Yeah, I mean, it is. Oh, you corrected it. Thank you, Donnie. I don't know that it's, okay, maybe it's not a lazy take. I don't think the NBA is I don't know if I'd have to look at like what the actual numbers are. I won't call it. It's not as popular as it was when Mike was a star, but I mean, if you love professional basketball, you're still watching the NBA and going to games and everything else.
I felt like it was popular when I was in high school. I felt like it was big time.
Yeah.
I mean, when Golden State started doing their thing, or slowly started up with Steph. But even before then, with Dwayne Wade over there in Miami, what Dirk was doing in Dallas, Kobe and the Lakers. I mean, I would even go further back than that when the Lakers were going at it with Portland every year. They're going at it with Sacramento every year. I felt like all those were good years too. Right.
I'm going to say something that's going to probably get me punched in the face by Christian, but I don't know that Oklahoma City resonates with the average basketball fan. in the same way the Lakers did because they were the best team with the biggest superstars. Kobe and Shaq are transcendent athletes. And again, SGA is remarkable. He's spectacular. I don't think he's transcendent yet. So, and maybe he never will be. He also plays in a minor market or a mid-market, whatever you want to call it. So that's matters. I mean, look, when the Celtics are great, I think it has a little more cachet than if Oklahoma City is, just because they're a big market team for whatever reason.
Do you think nostalgia plays into a little bit of it with us? Because I was younger then, and I'm looking at these guys like, wow, just like because I was my neighbor's kids came across the street and they were about to go buy some cards. I was like, what are y'all getting, some Pokemon cards? I was like, no, we're gonna go get some basketball cards. They said, man, I hope we pull an SGA. We got to get an SGA. That's the only one we need. Like they see it the same way that I saw it growing up, and so
yeah.
Do you think just because we grew up on something, it's hard for us to accept something else?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think Steph Curry's one. You're right. That Golden State run and that Golden State team definitely resonate with people because he's a very likable guy who was, again, he's doing stuff that we hadn't seen before. I mean, guys don't pull up from 30 feet very often, but he makes it look like it's routine. So I think, and again, in the same way that Mike was, skying over people. And then, Kobe's doggedness, I think, resonated with people. Shaq being a super freak athlete, just being this big behemoth of a monster who ran and jumped and did all the things he could do, plus was a likable character off the court. I mean, again, I don't know that there is – I'm sure there are if you think about it in the league right now. But, I mean, Durant's kind of – I don't want to call him surly or snarky, but, I mean, it seems like he's more irritated by it. But he gets a lot of hate. I mean, most superstars do. But I don't think of him as like a great personality. I'm just trying to think of who's a great combination of star player with star power.
Yeah. I mean,
Steph's one of those guys. But
even in that Kobe era you were talking about, you still had the Tracy McGrady's, the Allen Iversons. I mean, it was just jam-packed of exciting people all over the place that people just wanted to watch.
Yeah. This person says on our live fan feedback, I love that you haven't said LeBron. And it's like, well, all right. It's just, LeBron's certainly on the downward, he's declining in his career, but my goodness.
Yeah.
He's had a hell of a career. And he is. I mean, he's probably still, I don't know, is he the face of the league still?
By default.
Is he still a first base? Who's the person you think of first with the NBA?
LeBron.
Because it ain't SGA for me. Yeah. I mean, I love SGA. He's fun to watch. He's a great player. I mean, he's the best player in the league, but it's not the first guy I think of.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break, and it's 10:48. And as we do, I want to tell you that today is Thursday, DJ.
Ooh, that means
it's catfish day.
Catfish?
Yeah, catfish over at Cash. Cash fish. It's cash fish. You know who's not going to be at Cash tomorrow?
You?
Rush Harding, because he'll be down here hanging out with us watching UCA. Oopsie. I had a little glitchy there, sorry. Anyway, Rush, I assume, will be down here watching his beloved Bears take on Bellarmine in the ASUN tournament. But you can go to Cash today and take advantage of their great special of catfish over the lunch hour. 501-850-0265 is the number to call if you want to reserve some special event space. It is the spot for that. That upstairs area, up to 150 people. But even if you've got a smaller group, they are happy to accommodate you at Cash. Absolutely outstanding space. Incredible service, fantastic food. I went to a really cool place last night, DJ, here in Jacksonville that you would have dug. It's a steak place right up from the Hyatt. We're staying at the Hyatt Regency, and it is – I'll have to look up the name of it, but it was like it's in an old bank building.
Oh, okay.
It was really cool. Yeah, I'm going to look at my my tab from last night. Anyway, if you're in Little Rock, Cash is the spot. You know that. They also have free valet parking in the evening time. Don't forget about tomorrow, too, if you're looking for a hearty lunch. They've got the Fried Chicken Friday special going, but today's a great day to go for lunch or for dinner, and free valet parking in the evening time. Also awesome for event space. We're going to hit a break, 10:50. We'll hit some of your texts when we return in the zone on the Buzz Radio Network.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com, presented on The Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. This year has been the proverbial annus horribilis for Arkansas AD Hunter Yurachek. He came to the Little Rock Touchdown Club and admitted that the Hogs can't compete with the big boys because they don't have the money. He fired a football coach. He hired a football coach. And a lot of smart folks are giving him grief about not honoring Arkansas's proud history with retired numbers or jerseys. And also, he made that dumb 6'7" joke on the committee. But Miami's selection turned out to be justified. May the same be true for the hiring of Coach Silverfield. If Hunter stops into one of Double B's 34 locations in Arkansas, he can tell us some more of those 6'7" jokes. And we won't even laugh, but we'll give him a breakfast sandwich or maybe even a corn dog. 6 or 7 of them, even. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Welcome to Moe's. Everyone knows that coming into Moe's for our Mo Monday special is the best deal in burritos. But what about those other 6 days? Well, let me introduce the new Mo Value Meal. Junior burrito, side of queso, chips, salsa, and a fountain drink for only $9.99. And the best part? It's available all day, every day at Moe's Southwest Grill. Now here's my daughter Andy Kate with a special reminder.
Remember, kids eat free on Sundays. Welcome to Moe's.
Pat Bradley gets in the zone each Tuesday, courtesy of Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. Open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. Come one, come all, come hungry.
The Zone is back. You know what's better than listening to Justin Acri and DJ Williams? Watching them on our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, let's get back into the show.
All right, welcome back in. I want to tell you about my friends at Jones & Son. If you need something nice when it comes to jewelry, look no further than Jones & Son. And listen to this. I keep forgetting how well and how long they've been doing that at an extremely high level. Not 30 years, but over 40 years of experience in the same location. Address, 1112 Rodney Perrin Road. Been helping out their people for over 40 years. And the reason they got repeat customers, it's the prices. They take care of them. You're going to find the best quality diamond at a fraction of the price. Now, when you hear that, that does not diminish that quality of the diamond. There is no catch. They are a direct diamond importer, which means they don't set their prices based off the competition because they don't have none. All they do is set the prices based off what is best for their customers. So you head on in. First thing you need to do when you want that, talk to the design team. You got something in your head. You want something unique, something that you need to have them help you make it to reality and fit perfectly on that ring or whatever piece of jewelry. All you got to do is walk through those doorsteps and they'll take care of you. They got great financing options and a best price match guarantee on all the top brands in the business. I'm trying to help you. Location, once again, 11121 Rodney Perrin Road. Go see my friends at Jones & Son.
All right. Welcome back in the zone. Justin Acri here on the road in Jacksonville, DJ's old stomping grounds. The place is called Calford Chop House. Did you ever go there?
No.
It's in an old bank building downtown.
Okay. I really didn't hang out downtown much. I can't remember the area I lived in. It's real nice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stayed in this new condominium place that they built. It's nice. It was like around the Promenade area. Couldn't tell you where it is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know Jacksonville very well. I just know we're staying downtown. I usually stay out towards Atlantic Beach, but every team in this league is staying here, so it's kind of a weird deal. But it's kind of funny because every time you get on the elevator, you're seeing men's or women's teams from other schools. Although there are some teams being eliminated along the way. So, by the way, Razorbacks, I wanted to mention too. Baseball tomorrow, 1:00. They moved the game up because of some inclement weather potential, so they're going to move the game up. That'll be over on Buzz 2 tomorrow if you're interested in that. I don't have any answers probably. I'm not with the league. I'm doing a radio show. Yes. You score a lot of points. I know that. That I know. There's the number one scorer in the A-Sun.
You talk trash to him?
West Georgia. No, I never talk trash to anybody. Dang. He's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
Williams Dryden from West Georgia.
Yeah.
Shelton Williams Dryden. Is that a great name or what?
Shelton Williams Dryden? All right.
Yes. Isn't that a cool name? Guys, the stars we're watching now are Ant-Man on the Wolves, Jokic for the Nuggets, Bronson for the Knicks, Jaylen Brown, Celtics. Jason Tatum will be back this week, we think. He's about back. Also, lots of stars, many more. Cooper Flagg rapidly becoming a star in Dallas. Much parody, Athletic Freaks, the big freak in San Antonio, Wemby. Yeah, look, there's a lot of good dudes. I think it's fun to watch. I think the experience is incredible. Thank you. If you've never been to an NBA game, you're missing out. I mean, no sport, and I love other sports more. Don't get me wrong. I like college football more. I like pro football more. But from start to finish, there is no downtime in an NBA game. And if you got kids, shoot, that's the way to go, man. It's so much fun.
Who's the player right now that has the Kobe effect or the Jordan effect or the Steph effect? When they pull up in town, people just lose their mind hoping they can see him. I would imagine right now it's still LeBron, just off the name, but take him out of the equation.
I think
Wemby?
I would think Wemby because of his size
and
his freakiness, athleticism-wise, is up there. I don't know. And like you said, I don't know who resonates with the kids, so
SGA?
That would be a question.
Probably SGA.
SGA.
Mm-hmm. Probably so. From our text line, as soon as LeBron retires, I will be done with the NBA, much like Tiger Woods and golf. Both were the only reasons I watched. But you're missing out on the NBA. I hate that. I can see why golf isn't super intriguing, although Scotty Scheffler's doing some pretty cool things. You're kind of missing out on that, too. Nighthawk doesn't like what he's hearing. About what, Nighthawk? Tell me.
That's a sweet username.
Ryan from Star City. Me and others have gotten more into the NBA over the years due to most of the good players are one and done. That's fair. So a lot of the players are college age anyhow, and the gameplay is much better. Is the best of the best. So there you go. I got some other items here from our text line I have issue with, and I will share that with you when we come back.
Can't wait.
Red White Report after the break. It's going to be a fun couple hours. Stick around.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. You always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So I feel like if you're healthy, then you can just always give it your all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
Ortho Arkansas presents Razorback infielder Cam Kojal each week when he joins Morning Mayhem this baseball season. Ortho Arkansas, orthopedic care for everyday pain and injuries.
Game time or play time, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
A Little Rock defense attorney is facing charges in connection to a stabbing in Texarkana. Police say Zoe Jackson is not a suspect in the stabbing, but was arrested for tampering with physical evidence. Officials say a FedEx driver was stabbed on Tuesday evening. Texarkana police say the suspect was with the defense attorney during the stabbing and dropped the knife and fled the scene. Zoe Jackson is said to have picked up the knife and put it in her car. At this time, police are still looking for the suspect. And a Helena, West Helena police lieutenant is off the force this morning after the city's mayor says the officer's elementary school-age son shot a gun inside the police station on Monday. Police say the child was able to get the gun out of a file cabinet, then lock the door of a room that he was in and fired the gun. Thankfully, there were no injuries. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
We still have a 40% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms today. Nothing should be severe. It'll be warm, up to 78 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, staying warm, 64 the low. And up to 83 tomorrow, partly cloudy day and windy, possibly a record high there at 83. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices, like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Floyd Seafood on Kill Avenue in Sherwood has live Louisiana crawfish. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd's also has a store full of Cajun goodies. Floyd Seafood in Sherwood, your homesick Cajun headquarters for live crawfish. Order by 2 p.m. Thursday.
Arkansas sports fans, this is a night you don't want to miss. The 68th Annual Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame Induction Banquet is happening April 10th at the Oaklawn Event Center. From championship moments to legendary careers, they're honoring the icons who built Arkansas sports. For information on tickets and tables, visit arksportshalloffame.com or by calling 501-313-4158. Celebrate the legends, relive the moments, and be a part of Arkansas sports history April 10th.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Hey, it's David Basil for Luxury Pool and Spa. Can you feel it in the air? Oh, I can. It's hot tub season, and I love my hot tub from Luxury Pool and Spa. You can too. They have Fantasy and Caldera hot tubs in stock and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa also carries Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems. I use both in my hot tub. You gotta have them. Luxury Pool and Spa also has Pollywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around your fire pit with family and friends. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Hawks Homes run inventory clearance. Now you can save thousands on remaining clearance models. 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms available for immediate delivery. Don't have land yet? Don't worry. Hawks can finance the land and the home together in one payment. And now through the end of March, Hawks has lenders offering $500 down land home loans with certain credit scores. Remember, we can custom build your new home for you as well. That's hawkshomes.net.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8943. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-8943. That's 800-575-8943.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Listen to Morning Mayhem for your chance to finish the lyric with Justin Moore, brought to you by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
Hogs attack it. A-Cup, right wing, three-pointer good. New defense, no problem. A-Cup's got 23, 72-44. Texas has it. Shendall Weaver going to drive, spin on Thomas, off the glass, no good. Wagner with a rebound. Hogs are going to dribble it out, I think. Ahead to Thomas, and Malik's going to pull back. He knew better than that. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and this one's in the books. The Razorbacks have knocked off Texas 105-85, a grand finish to the home schedule.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Well, the Hogs did it, and they did it in convincing fashion. 105-85 over Texas yesterday to improve to 22-8 and stay in second place in the SEC. 12-5 now in conference, and 58% from the floor. They shot 58% from three last night. A remarkable effort, even against a Texas team that's just okay. Brazil was great. Career high 28, 7 rebounds, couple of steals, 3 blocks, just ridiculous. And 28 from Acuff. Good to see him get back to form. Also got some good performances from Wagner and Pringle, who have been the object of, some criticism from some radio hosts. Not us, of course. We never do that. But anyway, happy to see them get that win last night. And that is the home finale, as you heard Chuck allude to there. Arkansas going to Missouri on Saturday for the finale. That's an early start, 11 o'clock, so we'll have a 10:30 pregame for that. Speaking of early starts, Arkansas Stetson, 4-game set starting Friday. They're going to move that first game up to 1 o'clock on Friday because of some potential for inclement weather. The Arkansas women's basketball program has ended its difficult season. I'm going to say it that way. How about that? 94-64 to Kentucky. It's over. That was the SEC tournament performance, a 30-point loss. Going to have to suck on that for an offseason. That's no fun, but it was a rough year. 12-20 for the season. Hopefully they can bounce back and be much, much better next year.
What was the conference?
What
was
conference
their
record?
record?
Did I win?
Dang,
win in conference.
What is that?
1-17 or 1-15? They played. I don't know if they played 16 or 18, but they won one conference game. I think if you only win one, DJ, it doesn't really matter how many you lose. Anyways, hopefully they can rebuild things next year. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, Nolan's getting a statue. Tyson's getting a logo. And Lou Holtz passed away. So there was a lot happening yesterday. And I don't have enough really background on Lou Holtz. I sent Baz a note last night. I know, again, he and Coach Holtz had a good relationship during and after their time together. And certainly he is a guy that we are very happy had time at Arkansas. A lot of success when he was there. I don't know about statue maybe, but certainly a guy that we will remember fondly. And he was quite the character. There's a guy that sort of is memorable for not only for his coaching but also for his off-the-field stuff. And he was a pretty darn good broadcaster too, I thought. He I would say he maximized his potential. We've got a little bit from Lou Holtz, the great Lou Holtz. Here's a clip from college football final. He used to spar with Mark May. Such a good time back in the day. This is one of his famous clips. And there were so many. I saw so many great Lou Holtz clips and quotes that were posted today. Really good stuff. Good to remember the all-time great, the Hall of Famer, Lou Holtz.
I have to agree, Your Honor, with something that he said. He is a rat. I think we all agree with that.
That should be stricken from the record.
No name calling in my court.
He has violated the one basic principle that I've tried to follow most of my life, and that is, it's better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you're an idiot than to open it and leave no doubt. There is no way in this
You're in
world.
contempt.
There's only one person in this courtroom.
That's pretty good.
That is mean. But yeah, it was funny. Did you ever see the clip where he got so mad at Mark May he stormed off the set?
No. Do I need
oh
to
my
watch
God,
that?
those segments were so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Yeah, he used to get all sorts of wound up. All right, so a couple other things here. We were talking. This is from our live fan feedback brought to you by Rainbow Restoration. We've got some items from our friends over at Middleton Heat and Air, too, with our text line we'll get to in a second. This person says Baz is drunk on the hog. He kept making the argument that when you go to other campuses, you see the statues of all the great coaches and players. Well, that's because they've won championships and Heismans. Okay, that's fair. This guy also says you can make the argument, but Acuff ain't going to win the award. It's going to Boozer from Duke. I would say it's very likely that Boozer wins the Naismith this year. Anyway. I wanted to mention one other thing. I got a note here. I forgot, or I didn't realize, I guess. Did you know that Arkansas softball is opening conference play this week?
I did not.
No.
They're hosting Georgia at Bogle Park. So they got a 17-game winning streak, and they play this weekend against number 12 Georgia. And then they'll travel to Missouri State for a midweek matchup next week. That is wild to me that they're already diving into conference play. So, all right, here we go. Some text offerings here from Middleton Heat and Air. Joker or Wemby are the studs. LeBron needs to retire. Clapped out, he says. I'd say LeBron's still pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they kind of had to go ahead and build statue for Nolan just in case Coach Cal wins one in the next couple of years? They couldn't really build one of them both at the same time. That wouldn't look too good. Again, I don't know why we're acting like it's insignificant that they named the flipping court after him. Can we not give that its due? I think that's way more impactful than a statue. Don't you? Am I crazy?
The naming?
Yes.
I think it depends.
Would you rather have a statue of you outside either posing with your Mackey Award or catching a touchdown, or would you rather have it be called DJ Williams Field at Razorback Stadium? I rest my case. Thank you.
I don't know. There's something about the bronze statue that makes it feel immortalized.
Yeah.
And has there ever been a court named something that's changed at some point?
Probably.
Maybe
they had
a sponsored court, then maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had an addendum to the something. Was it baseball or maybe one of the facilities at Arkansas? They added in because a booster gave a bunch of money and they added their name to it.
Was it Baum Walker Stadium?
Oh, Baum Walker. That's right. Because it was Baum Stadium.
Baum
Became
Stadium,
Baum
then
Walker.
Baum
That's
Walker,
right. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of naming stuff after benefactors.
Right.
I'm a bigger fan of naming things after. But again, it happens and it's fine. And some people want their name on stuff because they're rich egomaniacs, and I get that. That's fine. But I think it's cooler when you give the money and then you have it named after somebody who's been impactful on the program from a player coaching standpoint. But
I love. I just did a little mini dive of the Lou Holtz, Mark May, having the same argument that we still have today, talking about
which is
Ohio State's strength of schedule. Still having the same conversation. Lou Holtz is trying to say, you try to have them play Alabama and Florida every single week, week in and week out, and Mark May's just – I mean, I guess has that been the longest debate in college football is conference strength?
What?
Because I feel like we've been talking about the top teams, and it's always SEC versus everyone else.
Yeah.
And why do I feel
I'll
like
be
we're
honest.
right?
I'm going to say something that may not be smart, but it won't be the first
It's
time.
one of my favorites.
If you play in a Power 4, and certainly if you play in the Big Ten or the SEC, I don't give a damn who you play outside of the conference. I really don't.
Yeah.
It does not matter to me. If you can handle your business in your league and you play in one of the top 2 leagues in America, I don't care who you play in the non-con. I really don't.
Yeah.
Is it fun to watch those major matchups? Yes, it's great. I love seeing an Alabama play a Michigan in a non-conference game to start a season. But do I think that should matter? No. If you handle your business in your league play and you play in a major conference, that should be enough.
Yeah.
To me. All right.
Okay.
I don't have the schedule in front of me. Do we have anything right now that I'm missing?
Sanders here in a little bit, but not right now.
Okay. So Sanders, we got Zach Gillum later, and then we're going to get some UCA Bears on here in a little bit. Coach and Player of the Year. Okay. That's cool. All right, let me hit some more of this then from our text line. Oh, I got something. Your boy, Aaron Rodgers. Hilarious to me. Gotta love that Acri, this is from the 501. Gotta love that Acri loves the Hogs beating a terrible Texas team, and then he talks about a dream with Matthew McConaughey in it, who is also a Texas Longhorn alum. Nice work. I don't know what those two things have to do with each other, other than the Texas connection. They're not really related, I don't think. Maybe I dreamt it because I watched Texas get beat. Also, to diminish Arkansas's performance last night by calling Texas, quote, terrible is a bit of a stretch. Texas is a tournament team, so you can crap on them all you want, and you can try to take away from Arkansas's dominant victory last night, but they're going to the tournament. So I don't know where you gauge terrible versus good, but if they're terrible, what do you think about the teams that aren't going to the tournament? Help me understand.
Can't.
Lou Holtz actually had a legitimate claim of number one. If Oklahoma had won by a point, they would have won the national championships. At Arkansas, Alabama, and Notre Dame all went 11-1. That's pretty amazing. Dave and Bryant, the Thunders, I think he means the Thunder, are sponsored by Love's Truck Stop. That resonates with me. I've seen the Love's logo on their uniform.
Christian came in and told us, and I was like, okay, after he said it, I was like, okay, I think I kind of remember it now.
Yeah. If you told me what the Celtics logo was, I'd be like, oh, yeah, because I've noticed it before. What?
I thought you said we could say anything, and you'd be like, yeah, that's it.
No. But, I mean, if you said it, I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. I get it now. Because I've seen it. I've noticed them before. They were the first ones I think I noticed. Cal would need to win more than one championship. The deal with Nolan is he was first to market. He brought us to the national prominence first, so he's the legend, just like Frank in football. Whoa. Take it easy now. I'm pretty sure Coach Sutton also had Arkansas as a prominent program. Let's not act like Arkansas was never worth a damn before Nolan Richardson got there. Now, Nolan took him to heights they'd never achieved before, and I won't take anything away from Coach Richardson. But let's not forget Coach Sutton was pretty important in the history of Arkansas basketball, too. I mean, take it easy. What about the part when he sued the university? That makes the story that much more remarkable. Where's Stan today? He's like everybody else in the world. He's only mad, or he only wants to call when he has something to complain about. Nobody wants to call and go, isn't this great? Stan, I expect to hear from you.
The Celtics.
I was set.
Sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go. Go ahead. You're good.
It's Visa MasterCard on the Celtics.
Okay. I bet that was not their first one.
You know what? I was trying to fool you because I just thought I could say anything and you would instantly think, yeah, that's it.
Nope,
it's
that's
actually how do I say this? It's a mutual insurance, Amica mutual insurance.
How do you spell it?
AMICA. How do you pronounce that?
Amica?
Yeah.
Amica.
Amica Mutual Insurance.
Okay. That didn't sound right either.
Okay.
Making that up again? You trying to do me again?
That's actually that started 2024.
Okay, see?
Partnerships.
I don't know what their one was.
Partnerships before that, from 2020 to 2024, was Vistaprint, and then before that, it was General Electric from 2017.
General Electric, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the last time I watched the Celtics play, apparently, because they had GE on there.
Yeah.
I like to give people hell that they don't watch enough NBA, but I also do not watch enough of the NBA until the playoffs, I will say.
Does that go to show how it's not that big of a deal what logo is going to be on that jersey?
Yes, but like I said, I bet they get some stadium benefits, too. I bet they get arena benefits. I bet they've got their logo elsewhere. I bet they get some other additional things. Gentlemen, the simple fact is, this is from the 501 on our text line, Arkansas has done nothing on the road this season. Nothing. Unless Arkansas all of a sudden grows a defense, they're not going to do anything at the tournament or in the next tournament. Give me a reason why defense just all of a sudden appears away from home. I agree with you. I'm the one that's been beating that drum, so you're preaching to the choir here. I'm with you. DJ, though, will make an argument. Go ahead, DJ.
I'll make an argument about their defense on the road.
No, you're going to make an argument about how Arkansas is going to go deep in the tournament, potentially.
I mean, once again.
They could outscore some teams. I'll give you that. If you could score 100, you're going to have a chance to beat anybody. But
it's just
I
the
worry about them stopping
inconsistency people. Of the guys that we need just to show up in some kind of fashion. You know, like it makes all the difference in the world for a team like us. And depending on how things get laid out as far as matchups, hopefully a team that we don't match up well against that has really, really good bigs, hopefully they play someone who knows how to defend that and can try to knock them out before Arkansas sees them. So, yeah, it's going to be a big matchup thing for us. And will these guys flip the switch come tournament time? I mean, it did almost seem like the way Pringle was playing, was it because it was his last home game? But I don't think that really means much to him since this is his first year here. Or was it because he's tired of hearing everybody talk about how he's come here with the ski mask on and just robbed Arkansas of $1 million of NIL money, you know? Maybe that has something to do, you know?
That is so mean. I never said it that way. He's underachieved is all I would say.
Yeah.
It looks like he's regressed, and I don't think he's gotten better this year. I think he's gotten worse as the year's gone on. But listen, I'm glad to see him right. They need him. Coach Cal's right. He said it earlier. They need him to play well to have a chance. As long as we're talking about it, I know we got some more sound from Coach Cal talking about Tyson chicken. Love that chicken from Tyson.
Better be careful.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Copyright infringement.
How
What's
about
Cal
Tyson
say about
Foods
Tyson?
doing what they're
How about
doing on the uni? Come on now. That is huge. It's huge for the athletic department. It's huge for the athletes. It's huge for basketball, football. It's huge for us because any place that you can add revenue that you're going to be able to take care of kids is big. And for Johnny to do it and the Tyson Foods to do it, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. A lot of people are worried about Arkansas after the Florida game. We all were like, oof, that was rough. Tough deal. By the way, Florida is thumping a lot of people. They scored over 100 again on Wednesday night in a win. They are killing people. Florida is getting right at the right time, and that is real scary. And Houck didn't even play Wednesday, I don't think, and they still crushed. Here is Cal on the practice after Florida. I'm sure they probably had a little bit of an eye-opening moment or two after that loss.
We were going to learn about ourselves, but I didn't want to put it on them. I didn't want to put the double buy on them. I just want them to understand, and I said this, you have been trained and prepared to play in March. Conditioning, the practices, the competitiveness, the weight training, the individual work, the practices you're doing on your own. You are ready. Our team is bonded. We have been tested. We have improved. Are we athletic? Are we long? Are we skilled? Do we have a will to win? Well, come on. Let's go. This is why we did what we did all year, is to get to March to be able to play like we're one of those teams. And so tonight was important that way. Now you got to go on the road at Missouri. And I've said it. I know what happened to Texas today. We were the buzzsaw. We had gone through the buzzsaw. Now they just went through it. He has still done Coach of the Year work. And I said Dennis Gates is the other one that's done Coach of the Year work, which means where were they and how did they keep building their teams? They both have.
He's talking about Sean Miller?
I think so.
I mean, take it easy over there, Coach.
You know, I was talking to Joe about, like, Florida, and we talk about all these teams, and we typically say you have to hit on getting some big-time guys in and, you know, these one-and-done players. You know, Florida doesn't start one freshman, not one.
That's usually a recipe for success around these.
Yeah, they got two seniors, two juniors, and the youngest one that starts is Boogie, who's a sophomore. And then he also talked about look around all the other top teams in the country. If they have a freshman that starts, that's really good, surrounded by juniors and seniors. God, it'd be nice. We just how do we do that? How do we keep those guys? You know.
Well, they're not good as
is that
freshmen.
what it is?
I mean, if they're
yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't have any lottery guys. If you got a lottery guy, he's going to go to the lottery. I mean, you're not going to stick around.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't fault those guys.
Yeah.
Did you see DeBonsa, the kid from BYU?
What's he got going on?
He made some comment about how he might consider coming back to college. Like, get out of here, dude.
Depends on how much they pay him, I guess.
Oh, they're going to pay him a bunch. He's going to be a lottery pick. Come on.
Yeah,
what are we doing? True. If you're a lottery guy, you're not coming back. I mean, I'm sorry. If you come back, it's not that you're not a good player. You could be a really good player. It's like Carter Knox, a really good player, but he's not a lottery guy.
Mm-hmm.
You come back if you can. I mean, especially with the money the way it is now, if you're not going to go in the top, certainly the first round, but if you're not going in the top, 15 picks, I don't know why you would wouldn't come back. The money's too good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the guys that are, 18th pick make great money too, just outside the lottery. But was our worst loss against Kentucky or Auburn? Nighthawk asks. I'd say Auburn probably, and they got thumped too. It wasn't really that competitive. The number floating around at Tyson Corporate is $6 million. This guy says on the amount of money they're paying for the logos. That's fine. They can afford it.
Which I would say, in my opinion, I don't think that's that much.
That's a lot of money for that, I think.
Is it?
That seems right to me. That sounds like a good number to me.
Okay.
This person sent me a note. Thank you from the 501. Tyson provides chicken to Popeyes.
Oh, perfect.
Love that chicken from Tyson.
There it is.
Better believe it.
We're good now.
University of South Florida Bulls play tonight at 8 p.m. at Memphis. If the Bulls win, they win the conference outright. Joseph Pinion's having an outstanding season. Come out and watch him drain some threes. I'm not going to come out and watch it, but I might keep an eye on it, and I will definitely – I got no love for Memphis. Memphis had a tough year. But, yeah, good job, Pinion. Good to see him doing well. Where'd Darian Ford go?
He was at A-State. Did he go somewhere else?
He went somewhere else. Yeah, he and Pinion both left A-State and went somewhere else.
I'll look it up.
Did he go he didn't go to South Florida, did he? Because their coach went there. That's where the dude that was there before their current coach went. He went to South Florida.
Temple?
Could be. I don't know. Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Temple it is. Jimmy and Nolan. I'm going to tell my kids that Stan in Little Rock is solely responsible for Nolan getting a statue. You know what?
Yeah.
History may hold that that's the case. That may be the case.
If we had a compilation of how many times he's called in and wrapped it up with that would be amazing. I just wouldn't know how to go back and keep track of that.
Stan may look at that statue funny, says Jeff. Yeah, he might. Forward to Temple. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you guys. Majority of the Tyson chicken plants in Arkansas service McDonald's chicken nuggets exclusively. I know. I've worked in all of them, and they're nasty. Yeah, I'm guessing that most meat-producing places, if you work in them, are kind of gross in their own way.
Yeah.
But I sure appreciate them because I am a meat eater. All right, it is 11:27. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we will talk to our friends from Sanders Ground Essentials and find out what's going on. I'm sure they are loving them. Some Darius Acuff and a whole lot more. So we'll visit with them coming up.
We got a caller that we could take on the other side as well, unless you want to get him before the break.
Yeah, we can get him before the break. Let's do. My man Pryor. What's up, buddy?
How we doing this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, two things. Number one, how about your UCA Bears going over to Vanderbilt, knocking them off?
That was awesome.
In the week?
Very cool.
And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is we're forgetting that these will be neutral court games and not true road games.
For Arkansas, you're talking
when
about?
When it comes to Arkansas in the tournament, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question.
And Arkansas has done relatively well.
Yeah, I'm curious about, neutral site, you're saying. I'm curious about if road, I guess road is not, it's not the same for sure. But I wonder how, road teams, typically, great road teams, do they do well on neutral sites always? Or if they're really bad road teams, are they typically not very good at neutral? I don't know. I guess it's its own thing.
I don't know, but Arkansas did well earlier in the year, relatively well early in the year. Beat Texas Tech, played good against Houston. So
we'll see.
Duke game was March Madness.
Duke game was neutral, right?
Yeah, it's in Chicago.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. That was Thanksgiving, maybe, or Christmas. Which one?
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Fair, Pryor. I appreciate that. Thanks for the call,
man.
All
right. Y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy. DJ.
Yeah. Let me take us in. Tell you about my friends talking about some good meat. I also talk about Standing Firm Farms over there in Greenbrier. Consistency. They are a supplier to a lot of restaurants locally here in town. One, because it just tastes so darn good, but the consistency. You run a restaurant, you make a really good burger that makes people want to come back. Well, it better taste the same, and that's exactly why they're trusted with a lot of local spots here in the great state of Arkansas. Now, when it comes to taking care of yourself, That ground beef, top notch. They got that brisket burger now on the menu as well, top notch. And when it comes to select pieces of meat, they got them all. They got the ribeyes, the fillets, the sirloins. So take your pick for some high-quality Angus beef sourced right here in the natural state. No injections, no hormones, that clean grass or grain-fed food to take care of you and your family. Also, once you head to their website at standingfirmfarms.com, you'll see how they have it all set up for you. Just click that inventory tab and get to shopping. Any order over $400, they'll deliver to your front doorstep in a 90-mile radius for free. Anything under, only $20 delivery fee. Yes, even up to a whole side of beef, they got you covered. So support local, shop local. Go visit my friends at standingfirmfarms.com.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball cruised to a 105-85 home win over Texas. They got two huge performances from players Darius Eckhoff Jr., who had 28 points and 13 assists. Per Hog Stats, which goes back to 1991, he's the first Razorback to have at least 25 points and 10 assists. Then Trevin Brazile, who had a career-high 28 points on 9 of 11 from the floor. He also had 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. After the game, Coach John Calipari talked about bouncing back from the Florida loss.
We were going to learn about ourselves, but I didn't want to put it on them. I didn't want to put the double buy on them. I just want them to understand, and I said this, you have been trained and prepared to play in March. Conditioning, the practices, the competitiveness, the weight training, the individual work. You are ready.
Arkansas will finish up the regular season on Saturday against Missouri at 11 a.m. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Catch the Buzz on our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. It's almost pool season. Start making plans for your new pool today. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 25 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. This is our home. We don't work for insurance companies, we work for you. Car crash, truck wreck, motorcycle collision. We know how to win, and if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential. Hurt in the car? Call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 25 years. and ready when you need us. LeVar Law, Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
Over here at Sanders Ground Essentials, the best in town, and I tell you that because I use them. Let me tell you about my friends at LeVar Law. You find yourself in a situation, you need some help, all right? What kind of help are you talking about, DJ? You need a personal injury attorney. Now, how did that happen? They specialize to accidents that happen on the road. Doesn't matter if it's a car, truck, motorcycle, unicycle, moped, whatever people are getting around, Segway. Anything that happens and you need some help with a personal injury attorney, they got you covered. Now, you may say, DJ, I didn't get in a car accident, but I was doing something that wasn't my fault and I got hurt, and now I'm stuck with some physical therapy bills and I need some help. Doesn't matter if it's a dog bite. They got you covered, okay? So this is how it works. They got multiple locations all across the state. All you have to do is head to LeVarLaw.com and figure out which one's closest to you. Now, when it comes to who's running this place, Alan LeVar is as good as they come, somebody that you can trust and who's always going to have your back. And he has a great team behind him as well. 20 years of experience, $58 million in settlements to their clients. Once again, you need some help. Look no further than LeVar Law. Find more information at LeVarLaw.com. Justin, we got some cool people in the studio.
I see that. Ignore what I just texted. DJ is on the iffy mic. You would think that a top-notch radio station like ours would have 4 mics that all sound great, but guess what? Not true. We only have 3, and then DJ's making it work because he's good like that.
Do you want me to get
Kyle
on
Sanderson?
The other mic?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's totally fine. It's fine. It's just not quite as good, but it's good. Kent and Kyle Sanders are here from Sanders Ground Essentials.
What's up, Justin?
Great, boys. Tis the season. Let's come out of hibernation. How we doing?
We're good.
We are doing great.
Busy
That's
time.
good.
Busy time. Phones are ringing. Things are blooming. Grass is greening. So it's time to get started.
What are all these little bugs? They look like mosquitoes kind of hovering around the grass, and it looks like they're getting it on.
Yeah,
what's going on down there?
Yeah, those are mosquitoes. Mosquito season is getting ready. We're actually starting our mosquito programs next week for our customers. We spray those once a month, March through October. And so Kent was even saying the other day, he was like, I've got some mosquitoes in my garage, and so you start seeing them right there above the ground.
Yeah, and when I say them, there's an army of them.
Yes,
it covers almost. I was just like, so they've been chilling this whole time, and now they're like, now it's our time.
It's time.
I try to get them before they get all up and active, but it's too late now. So, like you said, I need to get my stuff sprayed. Right?
Yep. We come out, we'll spray it and fog your yard, fog around your house and everything, and man, it makes a difference. And years ago when we started looking at this, I'm like, man, how does this is for real? Does this work? And I'm telling you, our customers, if you saw them today and we sprayed, you could go out tomorrow, man, you would not see them.
Wow.
Justin can speak to this.
Yeah.
I will, but DJ, first of all, I want to hear you tell me how mosquitoes, quote, get it on.
Well, if you pay attention closely, like if you sit outside in your yard because you're excited for what's to come, and have a nice, maybe a little cold beer, I was just paying very close attention. Like, what's that stuff hovering above my grass? And as you look closer, you see a couple of them latched on to each other. And I was like, are they – I mean, they've been sleeping for how long? The first thing they think about when they wake up is, hey,
it's been 4 months. It's been 4 months. It's time to get back with it,
Yeah, they're getting with it.
Okay. All right, but let's get a T-shirt made. Mosquitoes, they're just like us. Because I got to be honest, after 4 months, that'd be probably the first thing most guys are thinking about. I don't know how they do it though. I don't know how mosquitoes reproduce, but they're real good at it. I know that. And to the Sanders boys' credit, I will say this: as someone who was a pool owner, when you're miserable and you can't go outside, and you're like, "This sucks. I want to hang out outside because it's nice out, but I'm getting eaten alive." When they come and treat your lawn, I'm telling you guys, and they spray your bushes and everything else, it is such a game changer. It's like, oh, I get my outdoor space back. It is a complete different environment. It is unreal. I didn't believe it because, I mean, I've seen these companies that have these spray systems like this big elaborate deal. It's a whole thing. They just come over and treat it, and it is a complete game changer. So I'm telling you, that's the best money you're ever going to spend in your entire life if you like being outdoors.
And that's what we try to do is give you your outdoor space back, whether it's through the mosquito treatments or right now I've seen some people out there, mowing their yard. Well, you're not mowing grass right now. You're mowing weeds because there's no grass really growing right now. So if you're mowing, we can stop that for you, kind of prolong your mowing where you don't have to start mowing as early in the year. If there's anything green in your yard right now, it's probably a weed. We can get rid of it and put some pre-emergent stuff down to kind of stop that. So this time next year, you've got that nice golden brown look on your yard, and you're not out there already in March running your lawnmower every week.
So what's happening when you come over and treat it right now? What happens with the yard now that's important that it gets done now?
So right now, it's a big thing to put your pre-emergents down. As the air temperatures rise, so do the soil temperatures. So there's 2 seasons of weeds. There's winter weeds is what you see now, and we can come out and spray to kill those, anything that's up on your yard right now. But we're also putting down a pre-emergent that will stop your summer weeds from coming up, which is your Dallas grass, crabgrass, sedges, stuff like that. And so we do this throughout the year. We spray in the fall to stop your winter weeds from coming up. If your yard was sprayed in the fall, you probably shouldn't have any kind of green on your yard right now, and then you spray it right now with the pre-emergent to prevent all the ugly grass that kind of stands up taller, the grassy weeds that stand up taller during the summertime. So now is a great time to get started. Also, when we come out, we're going to take a soil test of your yard, kind of find out exactly what it needs. And that's how we're a little bit different than most chemical companies, is we're going to tailor something specific to what your yard needs. And people like DJ who've been with us for a few years, he may, we had to do some extra stuff for DJ when he got started. We had to fix the lime or the pH on his yard by putting out some lime, and now then we just kind of try to maintain that. And the proof's in the pudding. If you looked at DJ's yard 3 years ago before we got started with him, it was kind of bare, kind of thin. You walk by there now, it's full and thick. And DJ's one of those guys that we like partnering with because he's a yard freak. He likes to be out there mowing it. He did some extra stuff as far as he went the extra mile as far as with the spike aerator shoes when he was mowing. I mean, that's the kind of people we want to partner with. But we'll also, if you don't want to touch it, we'll do everything and recommend stuff for you to do as well.
So I'll say this for you out there listening right now, because I know a lot of people started to just give in of thinking, I just don't think my yard can grow grass. Maybe I'll start thinking about putting things around my trees and maybe putting some rocks down to cover it all up. I was almost there, but I didn't want to give up. So when I called and had them over, I had a big issue, and a lot of people in my neighborhood have said, we can't go grass. We just got moss in our yard. And I said, I know why, what's your acidity level? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, I need you to go hit up my people over there at Sanders. And so once all that happened, all the lime went down and then the maintenance went down, I was shocked about how fast everything changed. And so for those out there who are like me and you just want that nice plush green grass and you can't get it done, there still is hope, and it's called Sanders. I was there.
Yes. Kent and Kyle Sanders joining us in studio today. Trip Keeter's in. DJ Williams, Justin Acri, appreciate you joining us today. Some questions from our astute listeners. Does Sanders apply stuff to kill fire ants, or at least maybe ask them to move somewhere else?
Absolutely. We have a product that we can come out that will broadcast over the entire yard, and whenever the ants go out foraging, they take this granulars back to the colony, and man, it wipes out the queen, and they move on. And so
wow.
It's really it's a pretty phenomenal product, and it works great, and it
works fast too. That's one of the things they advertise is that, hey, you can take a fire ant mound and put this stuff out in 48 hours. You can come back and run your hand through the fire ant mound, and there won't be anything there. I was like, man, that's crap. Well, we tried it, and man, it works. You can get rid of your fire ants pretty quick if you've got a problem.
So what you don't want to do is come in and kick the top of the mound and really and aggravate everybody. You want to go out so they think it's business as normal, and then all of a sudden they're just foraging like they normally would, and take the bait back to the ant hill.
It's like when people send those terrible emails that you open up, and then it infects the entire system,
That's right.
Chuck, I'm talking to you. I hope you're paying attention.
Is Chuck one of those guys?
He had one bad incident. We've forgiven him, but he did try to take us down.
Oh,
Ransomware. Oh, yeah. So don't pour gasoline on it and set it on fire. You're telling me that's not the move on the fire ants?
Yeah, we have. I mean, while one would think that is a successful route, it does not always prove the best results long term. So
So fun to watch, though.
It is a lot of
watch
fun.
Watch those suckers scurry all over the place.
I was listening to Kyle and DJ talk about the pre-emergent program. And I had someone contact me the other day, and we get this question a lot. What can I do myself? And so there's a lot of decent pre-emergent products that you can get and put out yourself. The problem is you have a lot of escaped weeds right now is what we call they're already up and growing. And so to get the post-emergent chemicals that you need, those can sometimes be pricey, and to get something that would do a few weeds here and a few weeds there, you will oftentimes spend more money buying all the individual products and just using a very small portion of those chemicals. And then you got to figure out what rates you need to mix at. And so it's whether you have grassy weeds or your sedges. And so whenever you hire a service, we have those chemicals on the truck, and we're spreading that out through the entire customer base to be able to treat the weeds that are up and growing. So that's why you see so many services that are out there, and people hire it. It's just a little bit easier than your do-it-yourself route. But whenever we come out and do that, and we always tell folks, man, we have a lot of great competition out there that's doing what they need to be doing, and man, they're uplifting the industry. But a lot of folks out there have had services that they're not pleased with, who they don't feel like are doing a good job. And man, we want those folks to give us a call. Let us talk about your yard with you and see if it's something that we can help with.
And I'll attest, I'm Mr. Figure It Out. I mean, YouTube has taught me a lot over the years.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the one thing that I have just submitted to, of saying, I need somebody else to do this. And because, you can read all this stuff. This is the square footage of my yard. This is what. Just couldn't get it figured out. Never did work until I got y'all. Now I got the best yard in the neighborhood. So don't do it, y'all.
I got a couple things. Yeah, I got some things here from our text line. This guy says, I love you guys except when you have 20-minute commercials that most people couldn't care less about. First of all, good usage of couldn't care less instead of could care less, which people make the mistake on. But I hate to break it to you, on this particular issue, there are a lot of people who have a lot of questions about their yard and a lot of things that they need done. So actually, in this case, I'm sorry, I think you're wrong. I pulled the gasoline fire What?
I was going to say, that sounds like somebody who lives in an apartment.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I pulled the gasoline fire ant method last year, almost caught my whole lawn on fire. I was kicking dirt fireballs everywhere. Things got a little wild. Okay, well, there you go. Leave it to the experts. This person from the 414, killing the queen is literally known as regicide. Thank you for the update.
Wow.
I need Sanders, says Angry Buckeye. Just cleared land to build a home and have a clean canvas for a great yard. Grass recommendation, do not want Bermuda. Also, do you do tree, shrubs, plants?
Yes, we
That's
do
a
have
separate service, but you guys do some of that.
Yes,
yeah.
we have a landscape bed program for your ornamentals. Come out usually 5 times a year on that. It includes fertilizing your plants at the appropriate time, spraying insecticides, fungicides, and we actually do something that's a little bit different than most companies. We actually do direct root injections, where we actually inject stuff directly into the root ball of the plant, so it gets sucked up by the roots and translocated. It actually lasts longer in the plant to protect it, fight off insect, fight off disease, and to fertilize it. So, yes, we do have those type plans.
Sorry. From the 501, does Sanders lay sod in an entire front yard where there is no grass? Also, do they do landscaping in beds? I think we just answered that, yeah?
We do not do any landscaping, but we work with some landscapers that we can recommend people to do that. But we do not do any kind of sod laying or plant installation, mulching, anything like that.
And if you're gonna pick something besides Bermuda for a sod, pretty popular choice is going to be to go with the zoysias, and then there's going to be several cultivars you could pick from. The Myers is going to be very popular and accessible. The other ones that you can pick from is like a Palisades or a Zorro. But whenever you're going the zoysia route, really recommend a sprinkler system because it needs its water during the summertime.
And you also need to pay attention to how much shade is in your yard. Grass needs sunlight to grow. Bermuda grass has to have 8 hours in these different varieties of zoysia. Some need 6, some can only need 3. So that's another selection issue. You got to look at your property to see how much shade or sunlight that your yard gets during the growing season.
I've got a really big yard, says Randall. Humble brag. And I battle it myself yearly. It's a ton of work. Never contacted a professional company because I'm not sure I can afford it. to get it done professionally. Well, here's the best way to find out, Randall. Call them and find out.
Randall, you can contact us at 501-315-9395, or you can go to our website at sandersground.com. There is a form on the homepage there. You just scroll down, enter your information. Estimates are free. We can give you an estimate, and you can decide whether you want to do it or not. And also, we have a lot of people that have multiple acre properties, but sometimes we don't treat the whole thing. So you can pick and choose if you only want to go out, a 50-foot perimeter around your house or whatever. But everything, and it doesn't matter whether you've got a garden home or a multiple acre property, it's all based on the square footage of the house, and it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in Benton, Conway, Pine Bluff, Hot Springs. We service all those areas, and the price is the same. It's all based on the square footage.
Yeah, I had a couple questions about how far out you guys go. So what is your service area?
You can kind of draw a hour radius from Little Rock is going to be our service area. So we Searcy, going up through Cabot, and then circle around through Greenbrier and over to Conway, and then back down through the Hot Springs over to the Pine Bluff area. And so,
is Clinton too far? Had a guy ask about Clinton.
Yes, Clinton's a little bit out of our service range. We don't have anything quite that far.
Is there a number that makes sense if he lives in Clinton?
Yeah. Always a number.
Well, there's always a number. I mean,
501-315-9395. We'll talk through that number.
Last thing here. I've been battling Japanese beetles. Okay. Any suggestion, fellas?
Yep. So Japanese beetles, this where we had battled those before. I'm assuming you're probably on your roses is where you're battling Japanese beetles. We found a product a few years ago and started last year doing these direct soil injections. We did not, or direct root ball injections in our plants, did not have a single Japanese beetle problem on the plants that we direct injected.
All right. There you go. Sanders Ground Essentials, folks. You just heard all the different facets to their business. And they're real good at making your grass green. So there's that part of it. Kind of important. We got to hit a break. Guys, thanks for coming up. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet. We covered more ground today than we ever have before. Very impressive.
we talked
11. We did talk about a lot. 11:52. Got to hit a break. We'll come back. We're going to try to squeeze a What the Hell segment in if we have time. If not, we'll save it for our final hour today, DJ. But we got to let's get to it.
Yep. All good.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com, presented on the Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
This is David Basil for my bank, Simmons Bank. I love the fact that Simmons Bank started in Pine Bluff way back in 1903 with a little over $3,000 in deposits, and over the last 122 years, they've grown to 6 states, 200 locations, and $27 billion in assets. But the best thing is, they've never forgotten where home is. They're committed to helping Arkansans reach their dreams. Whether it's a home loan or money for home improvements, Simmons Bank wants to help. They can turn the equity in your home into a line of credit or help take your business to the next level. Just start by going online and opening an account at SimmonsBank.com. It's that simple. And if you haven't noticed, Simmons Bank is in the community because they live where you live. Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium, and Simmons Bank Field and Pavilions at UAPB. Just some of the venues that Simmons Bank supports. And congrats to Simmons for hosting the second Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens at Pleasant Valley Country Club. Another outstanding job. Well done. And if you haven't noticed, I am proud to call Simmons Bank my bank.
Gear up for spring with the Pro Sales event at Cabot Outdoors. Save 20% on a full line of Hustler mowers from the X1, X-Rides, Surfer X, Trim Star through Hustler Super Series, Cabot Outdoors has you covered so you can cover more ground. Not only do you save 20% at Cabot Outdoors, but they'll take care of you for years to come with their excellent service department. Shop now and save with Hustler and Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Cabot, or online at cabotoutdoors.com.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
The Zone is slowly becoming more like the morning show.
If you could see an old movie in a theater again, what would it be?
I looked up TV dads. You want to name a few?
No.
Let's see what random conversation the guys get into today.
All right, welcome back. 156. We're not going to have time to do the What the Hell segment. Sorry, Coach Kelly, but we'll do one later.
Yeah, who was that bugging
next
you?
hour.
I was over there leaning. Somebody's talking to you.
I don't get bugged. I get talked to. That was Tony Kemper. He's the head coach of the UCA women.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Coach Kemper.
Fair.
We were just talking about the format. It's a weird format here, and we were just talking about a couple things. But anyway, their team plays tonight at 6:30 Central, so I'm excited for them. And they're playing North Iowa, a team they beat a couple times this year. So you know how it is. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times, they say. Central Arkansas men are taking on Bellarmine tomorrow at noon, 11 o'clock Central. That's why I won't be on the show tomorrow, although if you want me to, I'll do a little courtside hit for you guys off the top tomorrow if you want to shoot the bull a little bit on a Friday. Be happy
That'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to – this arena apparently is really big. It's just, again, like it's one of those things where Jacksonville, DJ, as you know, you may not have gone downtown much, but there's a lot happening here. It's 1 million people in this city. Like there's 1 million things to do, too, and it's like – drawing attention to a tournament that a lot of people just don't care about is going to be tough. And so it would be so cool to be in a city. Like when they did the Sun Belt in Hot Springs, it was such a spectacular environment because the whole city got behind it. Central Arkansas got behind it. You had 2 courts going at one time. And when you got the men's and women's tournaments going, like they've had to use 3 venues here. They used Jacksonville University, North Florida, which they're both league schools. And then they've got the main arena downtown where they're doing the quarterfinals on. But, I mean, if you can get it at a place where people really get behind it, it's such a better environment. So I just think we're going to be in a 15,000-seat arena, tomorrow and tonight with the women, and you're going to have, 1,000 people in there if you're lucky. Probably not even that many. So it's tough. Plus, on the men's side, both the local teams, Jacksonville and North Florida, already got bounced. So it's an interesting situation. But anyway, that's college basketball, and that's college tournaments in a lot of cases. Speaking of the Sun Belt, we had a fracas yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. We may throw that in the What the Hell segment. Let's put Aaron Rodgers and the Sun Belt Tournament into the What the Hell segment. Did you see what Aaron Rodgers was talking about, DJ?
Something about his health, but I don't know what it was.
Well, I can't wait to tell you. Good tease. I think he speaks for all of us, but it was just a funny way to say it on a national television show on Pat McAfee. So, anyway, we're back in a second. 1 hour left in the zone.
Seafood on Kill Avenue in Sherwood has live Louisiana crawfish. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd's also has a store full of Cajun goodies. Floyd Seafood in Sherwood, your homesick Cajun headquarters for live crawfish. Order by 2 p.m. Thursday.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100%. Then you can just always give it your all. My relationship My trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
Brought to you by MJ the Musical at the Robinson Center, March 4th through the 8th. Winner of 4 Tony Awards. Critics describe MJ as utterly electric and a jaw-dropping spectacle. Get tickets at celebrityattractions.com for MJ the Musical.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday with Morning Mayhem. One sentence to let the guys know how you feel about the Razorbacks from Fence Brokers. Going the extra mile.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
The race for Jefferson County Judge is headed to a runoff after no candidate reached the majority needed in Tuesday's Democratic primary. Unofficial results show attorney Efren Neely leading the field with just over 2,000 votes, followed by incumbent County Judge Gerald Robinson with more than 1,700. The two will now face off again in March. The winner of the runoff will advance to the November general election, where they will face Republican nominee Nathaniel Todd. And another runoff is set, this one in the Republican primary for Secretary of State. Brian Norris and Kim Hammer will face off on March 31st after not being able to secure 50% of the votes. Norris coming in at just over 34%, with Hammer coming in slightly lower at 33.5%. The winner of the runoff will face Democrat Kelly Grapp and Libertarian Michael Packo in November.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A few more scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible today. It'll be warm and humid otherwise with a high of 78 degrees. Tonight, no rain or thunderstorms in the forecast. Partly cloudy, still pretty warm and muggy with a low of 64. Friday will be partly cloudy, warm and windy with a high of 83. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Matt Warden, Jamie Marsh, or Richard Yeager in Little Rock today.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-382-9100. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-382-9100. That's 501-382-9100.
Willie D's Dueling Pianos has not moved yet. They're still rocking right here in the Little Rock River Market. Dueling Pianos upstairs, DJs downstairs with food and drinks every week. Reserve and learn more at WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Come and get your Willie on.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Maybe this is you too. There is enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It's amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven. And yeah, you can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Here's the number. They're easy to talk to. 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Car wreck? Call Rainwater Holt in Sexton.
888-8888.
8 for a fast response. 8 for results. 8 for Arkansas.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
This is the Pigskin Preacher bringing you the word. This year has been the proverbial annus horribilis for Arkansas AD Hunter Yurachek. He came to the Little Rock Touchdown Club and admitted that the Hogs can't compete with the big boys because they don't have the money. He fired a football coach. He hired a football coach. And a lot of smart folks are giving him grief about not honoring Arkansas's proud history with retired numbers or jerseys. And also, he made that dumb 6-7 joke on the committee. But Miami's selection turned out to be justified. May the same be true for the hiring of Coach Silverfield. If Hunter stops into one of Double B's 34 locations in Arkansas, he can tell us some more of those 6-7 jokes. And we won't even laugh, but we'll give him a breakfast sandwich or maybe even a corn dog. 6 or 7 of them, even. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Thursday, Rick Schaefer and I have a great show planned for you. Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson from Hogville.net.
Check.
Thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. See you Thursday on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Mike, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connect. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear. Cause Ryu was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in
All right, we're back. We got a lot to do here. All right, very short entertainment report. We're going to talk to Zach at 12:20. We're expecting to see John Shulman and Cam Hunter, the Bryant, Arkansas native, here in just a bit. And we'll visit with them about tourney time, which, you know, you think about it, guys, and I was just talking to a couple of the Sugar Bears players, too. It's like you have a great season, everything leads up to this, and it's like you got to win 3 games, you know, especially at this level. It's not like you had a really good year and you're going to the tournament no matter what happens here. There's so much on the line. I can't even imagine the stress. And, again, I haven't really called Central Arkansas games where they had a snowball's chance before. So it's like I feel completely different today than I ever have before in following and calling, you know, Central Arkansas games. So it's really a weird deal. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to lie.
Don't be nervous.
But I really want them to win. I just want them to win so bad.
I get it.
Anyway. All right. Appreciate Trip Keeter, DJ Williams. Been a fun, quick couple of hours, boys. I mean,
all right.
Zooming by.
Zipped right through. Yeah. A couple of things here from our Middleton Heat and Air text line. Not to nitpick, but as a retired UPS man, I have to. The Good Feet ad, it's Mail Avenue, not Mall Road or Mall Street. That's supposed to say Mall Avenue? Mall Avenue, maybe. Mall Avenue. Okay, thanks. We'll get that fixed. Maybe we won't. I'm so confused how Bellarmine beat Austin Peay. Austin Peay would have won the Sun Belt if they just won that. Yeah, they would have, Nighthawk, but they didn't. I have to be honest that direct root and balls injection sounds terrible. You're right. It does. Sucks for the fire ants, too. Let me just tell you straight up. Appreciate Kent and Kyle Sanders. Good stuff. All right, let's knock out our entertainment, boys, and then we'll talk to Zach down at Oaklawn, get some odds on some basketball and other things.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right, from the "you're 20 years too late" category, Britney Spears has been granted a permanent restraining order against a Louisiana man after her security team says he showed up at her house and was behind several disturbing social media posts about her. She filed court docs against a 51-year-old man named Donald, whom she claimed was harassing her online since 2013 and was arrested for trespassing near her place in 2025. Bro, no offense, and I love Britney. She's great, legendary. But I don't know that Britney's really worth stalking now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really got to find a new target. And here's an idea. Maybe just don't stalk anybody.
Yeah,
just
that's a good start.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
What a psychopath. Jamie Lee Curtis apparently is catching some heat. She's talking about The Bear coming up, and the upcoming 5th season will be its final season. The 67-year-old actress joined the show in season 2 as Mama Berzatto. Recently, she shared a post on Instagram saying the show was ending, and now she's defending her post amid some mixed feedback as an official announcement hasn't been made. Finished strong, surrounded by extraordinary crew and a group of writers, she talks about on social media. But apparently some people came at her.
Why?
Because they thought that the show or the people handling the show should be the one to release. This is our last season.
I mean,
she says everyone's confirmed the show is ending. I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of the show, it's about time anyway, you know?
Yeah, that's good. Somebody says Brittany went to jail for DUI last night. I don't want Brittany driving sober. What in the hell is she doing driving drunk or under drugs or whatever? I did not see that. I don't know how I missed that story. Okay, thanks for the heads up, guys. Here's a note. I love this story. This is in our prep today. Have you heard the term seat divorce?
Sleep or
it's about
seat?
Flying.
Oh.
Seat divorce. It's when you and your partner fly together but don't sit together, so no one has to have the middle seat. It's apparently more common than you think. My girlfriend and I talk about this every time we travel because I am an aisle. I'm always going to be an aisle. Maybe I'm a control freak, but I like to be able to get up and go to the restroom when I want to. I don't have to climb over 2 people. I've literally been stuck inside on the window seat with 2 large people who passed out on the flight, and I could not get over them. I had to wait until they woke up, and we were already like 2 hours into the flight, and I had to go. I could have woken them up, I guess, but anyway, I don't want to be in that seat. But I want her next to me when we travel. So this last when we flew down here, she sat next to me on one flight, and she sat across from me on the other flight. So she was on an aisle, and I was on an aisle, and that may be her thing. But a lot of times, like, we'll want to watch a show together on an iPad. Although a lot of these flights now have their own entertainment screens and everything. But anyway, how do you and Ebony travel when you fly? Did you guys? She just take the middle seat? Is she cool with that, or what, are you a window guy, like a weirdo, or what?
I'm a window guy.
Oh my God, that is so weird.
I would prefer, just like in a restaurant, I want to be if we're in a booth, I want to be all the way in the booth.
Why?
I never get up, and so if you're someone who never gets up, if I have to get up to let other people up, it would be really annoying to me. So.
Wow.
I'm window.
Well, I guess in first class it doesn't matter because you can get out.
Well, I was going to say
easily.
in first class there's only 2 seats, and so we sit by each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
I wasn't going to say it. You know, I did something
Trip,
the other day. I'm waiting for Ebony to find out.
Us and Coach back here, we have to make these decisions, you know?
Talking about couples decisions, I did something the other day, and I'm probably going to get myself in trouble because...
Oh, please do.
If Ebony isn't listening, I have learned we got snitches on the airwaves that will inform her of what we're talking about. All right?
That happens. Yep. It's usually better that she hears it because if she hears it secondhand, it's usually made out to be worse than it was.
Well, she hasn't found out yet, and which pretty much proves my point. But have you ever watched a series with your significant other? Is it understood that you then can't then go watch an episode without your significant other?
1,007% it's implied.
Yeah, she left. She was out of town for a work trip, and I was bored, and I was like, I really want to finish this.
No, you didn't.
I watched 2 episodes.
No.
2.
You finished the series?
I did.
You didn't just, like, watch an episode. You finished the series without her?
There was only 2 episodes left.
Oh, my God.
And
dude, you might as well have slept with a neighbor. That is the worst thing I can imagine.
She's been back.
Trip, that's terrible.
She got back.
I can't believe this.
She's been back 3 days and hasn't said any. The thing that's hard watching a series with. No, I haven't said anything. But.
Are you going to play dumb and just watch it?
Absolutely. I already got it set back to where we left off.
That's a lie of omission. Oh, DJ Williams, that is a terrible thing. I cannot believe that is akin to cheating on someone. That is terrible.
In my defense, Ebony is the worst at finishing series. Like, there's
then
so
you
many.
got to make her sit down and watch it.
I've tried, and she was like, not tonight. I was like, babe, this is why I watch these things by myself, because if I start this with you, it will be 3 years before we finish one series or one season. So it's just.
Oh, my gosh. That is terrible.
To my
DJ
point,
Williams.
she hasn't even noticed because I haven't brought it up. Oh, Lord. But she's going to. Yeah, she's going to.
Shame on you.
I wonder how long before I get a text message. We're yeah.
That's terrible. I mean, I could ask some people here. I could poll some people here. I think that's an absolute no-no.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah. I agree. My bad. I just couldn't help it. I needed to see how it finished.
Yeah. I want to ask some people. I want to get like the pulse of the people.
I already
hey, Sugar
know
Bears,
what the
I have a
pulse
question. I have a relationship question.
Have you?
You're dating a guy, right? You're dating somebody, and you're watching a show together, right? You're on a series together. If you're out of town and he watches a couple episodes without you, that's like cheating, isn't it? Yes. I agree. Okay, DJ, you screwed up, buddy. You screwed up big time. Yeah. They said you might as well have slept with her sister. Yeah, terrible. You're a terrible person.
I wonder how many people have snuck behind their partner's back to watch an episode.
I guarantee it happens.
I bet it happens
the
more.
Is snuck. If you got to sneak, it ain't right. That's how it is with anything. You sneaking to steal from somebody. You're sneaking around with somebody else. That's sneaking. If you're sneaking, it's implied. It's wrong. I'm very disappointed in you. You're better than that.
I'm sorry.
Last thing here, a smaller version of the Sphere could be headed to Nashville. Dude, this would explode in Nashville. Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. Is that lady talking to me? Anyway, I think this lady's like over here telling me I'm too loud. You know what?
Hey, easy.
You don't run this place.
Yeah.
Anyway, the company's exploring ways to expand to other cities. Now it appears that Nashville is one of the places being considered. The idea being discussed would be a scaled-down version of the original venue. It would still feature the same high-tech visuals, but it would be smaller and designed to fit the Nashville market. The conversations are still in the early stages. I think that would be brilliant. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I agree. You're smart.
Well, I hope it works out.
Yeah.
I've heard some rumors about this, but I hope it definitely comes to fruition. All right, let's do birthdays, and then we'll call Zach real quick, okay? What do we have to give away today, Trip? What do we got on the
Arkansas Razorback baseball tickets, because they start their series with
Stetson
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and it's an early start, remember?
Yes.
It's going to be at 1 o'clock. They moved it up because of the weather. So there you go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
All right, 501-661-1037. Is Justin in for birthdays, or does he want something else?
Is Justin's birthday Trip or? Yeah, he's birthday. Mm-hmm.
Justin, you're with Trip. Who's on line 2?
Danny.
Danny boy. Who's on the hotline?
Zach.
I called Zach. Yeah, I'm ready for him.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't want to keep Zach waiting.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. You said 12:20 we were doing Zach, so I was trying to be ready.
You know what? You're smart. Way to be proactive. Good job, Trip.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I can't do anything right. All right, here we go. Justin, you're with Trip. Danny, you're with DJ. Here we go. This woman's an actress. She was in Lost River, The Place Beyond the Pines. I think she met her husband there on that set. Training Day. She was in
Eva Mendes.
A Night at the Roxbury. Eva Mendes, exactly right, DJ. Mrs. Ryan Gosling, although I don't think she took his name. How old is she?
Eva
DJ?
Mendes looks great for 46.
Trip.
40 flat.
She's 52, guys.
Wow.
I don't know these people. I'm sorry.
You know her from Fast
You don't
and
know
Furious.
who Eva Mendes is?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
You guys, every time we do birthdays, you're like, she's an actress.
You're right.
Boom. I flatten out. I don't know these people.
We don't have time to argue about this. Zach's waiting. This guy's one half of a comedy duo from Vegas. One half of a comedy duo from Vegas.
Tell her.
What?
Is it magician comedy duo?
Yes. What'd you say,
I
TJ?
said Penn.
You said Penn.
Penn's right. Penn Jillette. How old is he? Trip.
65.
No, DJ.
67?
No, 71.
Whoa.
Yeah. This guy's a Hall of Fame NFL wide receiver, went to Miami, and now is a big Miami fan. He's a super fan. Yes, Michael Irvin's right. How old is Michael Irvin?
Michael Irvin is 54.
No.
52.
Those are both awful guesses. He's 60, guys. Wow. This man is a former NBA player and coach. He holds the NBA record for the most assists in a single game with 30.
Pat Riley.
An NBA game. Had 30 assists in one game. It's a true story.
Jason Kidd.
He played at Michigan State. He played for the Bucks, the Pacers, the Magic, the Bullets, the Sixers, and then he was the Suns and Bulls coach.
A current coach?
He is, of course, former.
Oh.
30 assists in one game. I'm talking, of course, about Scott Skiles. Happy birthday, Coach. 62 years old today. And last but not least, this handsome devil played at the University of Miami of Ohio. They didn't go undefeated, but they did go to the NCAA tournament. And now he is a broadcaster. He's almost, I would almost call him pretty, if that's
He's
not
pretty?
a strange way to describe him. Huh?
What network?
He played for, he does college basketball analysis in studio. I think it's CBS. Cleveland, Minnesota, Boston, Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
He played for. Sharpshooter. Wally Zerbiak. Wally Zerbiak is 49
Hey, he is
today.
pretty.
DJ 6-0. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a good description, right?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Okay. All right, 6-0. Let's play Zach's Open and get right to him, shall we?
Let's do it. Here.
Now it's time to look at the odds on the biggest sporting events of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Who won birthday trivia?
Danny.
Danny? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Danny boy. Zach probably would have won if he'd have played, but we didn't give him a shot. What do you say there, Zach?
What's up, guys? How we doing? I appreciate the vote of confidence. I think I've maybe scored like 5 points in my 10 attempts at birthday trivia. So, yeah, I struggle with that.
Zach, it's not an indictment of your intelligence to not be good at birthday trivia, because if it was, Tripp would be eating his boogers for fun. So
yeah, true.
Don't you worry about it. He's way smarter than that, and you are too. So you're great at what you're great at, and we're good at what we're good at, and we don't even know what that is exactly. So let's talk about it here. Zach, I don't want to bury the lead, so let's get right to the most important thing happening in sports this weekend. Let's talk about that big F1 race coming up on Sunday. I know you're hyped about it. We're all excited to get back on the track as well.
Yeah, very excited. They're over in Australia this week. A big change to the cars this season. A lot of constructor changes, so very intrigued. And with that, you see a big change in the odds. You know, last year it was all about McLaren. You had Max kind of make a run late, but this year it's looking like Mercedes has the top car. George Russell of Mercedes is your favorite to win the race. He's at plus 210. You have Charles Leclerc, who just had a wedding a few weeks ago from Ferrari. He's at plus 350. Max is also 350. You have practice tonight at 7:30 is the first free practice that is available for wagering. Then qualification Friday night at 11 p.m.
He had a wedding during race season? That means he's not locked in. Can't bet on him.
That is the kind of insider information you're not going to get on any other show. Zach is digging deep in his F1 knowledge. All right, let's stay with motorsports then, Zach. Let's go to NASCAR. We've got a 3-time winner to start the season. It's never happened in the history of the sport. Michael Jordan is King Midas. What's happening with NASCAR this weekend?
Yeah, so NASCAR this week, you have a phenomenal race, as you said, though. Tyler Reddick, who's won the first 3 races of the season, is not up on top. In fact, he's back in about 10th place in terms of odds. So Ryan Blaney is your current favorite at plus 450. You have Bell at 600, Hamlin's at 600, Kyle Larson and William Byron both at plus 800. Joey Logano's 11-1, Briscoe's 12-1, Elliott 14-1. Then we finally get to Tyler Reddick at 16-1.
All right. I guess we can talk about basketball too, Zach. It is tourney week, and we're pretty excited about that. So we've got a bunch of tournament games going on today. We're happy about what happened with Arkansas yesterday. Let's talk about what is going on with tournament games of note today. I know Sun Belt's continuing and a few other things as well.
Yeah, I mean, first game at 3:30, you have Drake and Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois -4.5. But you have quite a few of the conference tournament games going on, and that goes all the way throughout the night. Looking right now, there's also Michigan and Iowa. Michigan on the road at Iowa. Michigan an 8.5-point favorite in that matchup. Michigan State takes on Rutgers. Michigan State at home, 19.5-point favorite there. Thursday night, 7:30, Georgia Southern, Arkansas State. Arkansas State a 7.5-point favorite in that matchup. Total at 167.5. So expecting some points to be scored there.
Excellent. I love that. Let's go Arkansas State. They got a shot. Their women have an even better
shot.
And
UAP. Yeah, and UAPB a favorite in their matchup against Alcorn State. That is at 8 p.m. tonight. UAPB -2.5. Total in that one at 146.5.
Okay. Well, it's the most exciting time of the year. And I guess their tournament's next week. I think that's a regular season game for UAPB. They got to be wrapping up. But Arkansas State, of course, moving into tourney time. Got to love some tourney time. It's so exciting. I got to dig it. What else we want to hit on, Zach, before we let you go?
Tournaments, so you have those futures on the board, so you can look at the conference tournaments ongoing and looking ahead. And then next week you will get into the SEC, Big Ten, Big 12, ACC. Those tournaments will get underway. As y'all mentioned, college baseball on the board. Check for those lines tomorrow. NBA in full steam ahead. UFC 326 is this weekend, so they have a good card there. Max Holloway and Oliveira is your favorite is your main event, with Holloway being your favorite at -230.
Okay. By the way, Arkansas State's the fourth choice at Oaklawn Sports to win the Sun Belt Conference. They are +800, so 8-1 on them. Central Arkansas on the ASUN is your second choice behind Austin P, but it's pretty close. 205 +205 for Austin P, +220 for them Bears of Central Arkansas. So I hope it all works out.
And then in the golf world, you have the Arnold Palmer. I feel like that's one of the really kickoff events of the year, kind of gets us going and know we're getting closer to the Masters. Scotty Scheffler, your favorite, +450. That tournament is underway, so you have live wagering available, head-to-head matchups, as well as finisher after the first round.
And next week, is next week the Players or the week after? I think it's coming up next week. Yeah, March 12th. Is that right? So it's just 7-5. Yep, next week, the Players. Right down the street from where I am.
Players is next week.
Yep. Okay. Very good.
Scotty Scheffler, your favorite there. Big shocker, I'm sure. +335.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. Wash, rinse, repeat. Scotty Scheffler's the favorite for everything. All right, Zach, I appreciate you. OaklawnSports.com, folks. And you can download the app for your iPhone or your Android if you're so inclined. We will talk to you very soon, my friend. I appreciate you. Have a good weekend. Zach's like, I'm out. You guys suck. Thanks. Appreciate it, Zach. As we head on the break and get ready to talk to our friends from Central Arkansas, the Coach of the Year in the ASUN and the Player of the Year, Bryant, Arkansas's own Cam Hunter. We are going to talk about our friends at UAMS. Central Arkansas has been dealing with a couple of injuries, a couple of foot-ankle issues, and hoping to get some guys back for the tournament this week. And if you're dealing with orthopedic problems, you don't have to be a Division I athlete to be taken care of. They're going to treat you like you're Michael Jordan, though, in his prime. They'll get you back up and running, feeling good. And whether you're dealing with arthritis or fractures or carpal tunnel syndrome, it is absolutely the best place to go for hand or wrist pain if you're having any kind of problem there. And let me tell you something, with all the nerves and things going on in there, you do not want to get that one wrong. Go see the best when it comes to hand and wrist issues and any kind of orthopedic problem, and that is UAMS. 501-686-TOSH. It's 501-686-8674. And whether it's a recent injury or a long-term condition, they are the best in the business, and it is a no-brainer move to go see our friends there. So get on it and go see them. And you can call ahead for details or pop in and see them over at 801 Cottage Drive. That is in Central Arkansas in the capital city, right off I-630, conveniently located. Easy in, easy out, and they'll get you an easy fix and get you feeling good again. All right, it's 12:28. We're back in a second. If we have time, we'll squeeze in a What the Hell segment. We've also got What's on Tap from Flyway Brewing coming up, but we're talking some hoops with the Bears on the other side.
Pat Bradley joins Morning Mayhem each week courtesy of Cabot Outdoors. Shop their inventory of Hustler Fast Track Series zero-turn mowers at cabotoutdoors.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas basketball cruised to a 105-85 home win over Texas. They got two huge performances from players Darius Eckhoff Jr., who had 28 points and 13 assists. Per Hogstats, which goes back to 1991, he's the first Razorback to have at least 25 points and 10 assists. Then Trevin Brazile, who had a career-high 28 points on 9 of 11 from the floor. He also had 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. After the game, Coach John Calipari talked about bouncing back from the Florida loss.
We were going to learn about ourselves, but I didn't want to put it on them. I didn't want to put the double buy on them. I just want them to understand, and I said this, you have been trained and prepared to play in March. Conditioning, the practices, the competitiveness, the weight training, the individual work. You are ready.
Arkansas will finish up the regular season on Saturday against Missouri at 11 a.m. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com, presented on The Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
Brewski's is your home for college baseball all season long. Plus, March Madness is just around the corner. Crawfish Thursdays are back at Brewski's North with the first batch at 6 p.m. Team signups are now live at brewskispubandgrub.com for the 9th annual St. Patrick's Day Weekend Beer Pong Tournament. It's going down in the basement at Brewski's downtown, Sunday, March 15th at 3 p.m. Brewski's, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
Welcome back to The Zone. You want to get into the show? Text us on our text line at 501-661-1037 or message us on our live fan feedback.
All right, welcome back. We are in Jacksonville, Florida. We are also in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Justin Acri here with the ASUN Player of the Year, Cam Hunter, Bryant, Arkansas native, and the ASUN Coach of the Year, who doesn't like to talk about it, John Shulman, DJ Williams, and Trip Keeter holding it down back in the rock. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Great to see you. Thanks for making a few minutes. I know you just got done with practice. The last go-round from practice standpoint before the first game of the ASUN tournament for y'all. You guys earned a bye and getting set to play Bellarmine for the third time this year, split with the Knights this season. So hello,
hey,
welcome.
Did my guy Cam get a little pump in before he came on?
No, he just looks like that. They just got back for practice. They literally walked in for practice and came over here.
DJ, how about me, man?
Yeah, I was seeing if Cam got a little pump in before practice.
You think Coach? I think Coach is like, do I not look like I got to pump in?
Hey, look, I got hurt at practice. I threw a skip pass and it hit Ryan Montgomery right in the head. I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that again.
Playing days are over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Thanks a lot, DJ.
Yeah, I got you, Coach. I got you.
Can you say jerk on radio?
You can say a lot worse than that. We went over this in the break. We went over the 7 words you can't say and the few that you can. He couldn't believe we do a what the hell segment a little bit ago. It really freaked him out. But anyway, great year, guys, and the number 1 seed, the championship of the regular season, but it's all about tourney time. And, Coach, you've been through this a lot when your team has a real chance. We have not at Central Arkansas. Cam, obviously, you came back for this. I mean, obviously, you wanted to have a chance to win a championship. You win a regular season, and now a shot to go to the NCAA tournament, which for a lot of Bears fans was beyond their wildest imagination. So how do you feel as you guys get ready for tourney time with everything on the line here over the next few days?
One game at a time. I think that's the biggest thing. We're about tomorrow at noon and focus on tomorrow at noon. I mean, we can't worry about winning the championship if we got to get past the quarterfinals first. So I can't just jump straight ahead to championship or semifinals if we haven't even got to barreling yet. So I think that's what my mindset is at. One game at a time, one minute at a time, one possession at a time, 1 second at a time, one play at a time. Just chip at it.
Yeah, you guys have done a good job of sort of keeping everything, I think, in perspective and like you're saying, taking it one day at a time, one game at a time, one play at a time even. So how hard is it when you, see, I guess, the potential there and not thinking ahead? I mean, you guys knew the last couple of games there was that potential. You go over and beat Austin Peay, guys, give yourselves a chance to win the title, and then, to stay focused in that home finale, senior day, emotional day. How hard was it to – I mean, obviously came out and scored 30, so it didn't bother you too much. But, I mean, there was a lot going on that day. How hard was it to focus on the task at hand?
Extremely hard. I'm not going to lie. It was extremely hard, but I think the biggest thing was knowing why you play. It's always bigger than me. It's the community. It's the fans that show up every night. Guys like you who's been around for a long time and who believes in us. So, I mean, I'm playing for something just not for me. So you have that perspective that you're playing for something much more, something bigger. I mean, it's you focus in on the little things and you just start to worry about the little things and everything else will take care of itself.
So being in a leadership role this year, I mean, although you kind of had a leadership role even when you were a freshman, it seems like to me. I mean, you were a guy that you just always sort of led by example, and now, I mean, that's been a lot on your shoulders. You've been the unquestioned leader of this team all year. How's that been, serving in that role and also being the best player on your team too?
It's a lot of ups, but a lot of downs as well.
Sure.
I'm not going to lie. But I think the biggest thing is just being around a group of people who believe that I could, lead. And Coach Schulman from day one, when we talked, when I entered the portal again, he told me he believed in me. He wanted me to. I don't think I can say what you said already, so I'm not going to say it.
There might be some words you can't use. Yeah.
So, but he told me he's going to give me my mojo back, and that's what he did. And so, I mean, we're a big family. Like, we were so close knitted, and it's easy to lead when we have something like that going on.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this doesn't end for another 4 or 5 games, Coach. But this is a pretty special group, and great teams always talk about that. I mean, I see it with the way that you guys interact with each other, the way you talk about your guys, and it's obviously resulted in a pretty special year too.
Well, I will say this about Cam. I looked at him one day during that winning streak, and he looked like he was about 42 years old. And I went, Cam's got the community of Conway on top of his shoulders. He's got a university that's counting on him. He's got all the players counting on him. He's got us counting on him. That's really unfair, just to be honest, for a 23-year-old kid, and he is a 23-year-old kid. And so it's unfair. It's not right, but we've put a lot on his shoulders, and wow, has he produced.
Yeah.
And so, you get to this point, and, but you got to win it. You got to listen. All we have to do, like we went to Austin Peay. I don't think people realize this, and I know Cam, we didn't go to Austin Peay to win the game. That was not our focus. We went to Austin Peay to get better, and if we're going to win this thing, we got to get better. We got to get better. We got to keep getting better. And so, just be honest. The first 4 minutes tomorrow, we got to get better tomorrow. We just had a really good practice. Everybody was locked in. We were really good at practice today. But if you put winning in front of everything else, it ain't happening. It don't work. And the nice thing is, what we're going to try to do tomorrow is the same thing we tried to do at North Carolina. And North Carolina was our first game of the season. And so we don't change a whole lot during during the year. We just try to keep getting better and better and better and better. And so we've got to do a great job defensively against one of the best offense teams in the country. They're not one of the best defensive teams. They play a funky zone, and it kind of hides them defensively. But we got to do a great job against the number 3 ranked field goal percentage offense in the country, and they're ranked, I think, 5th in the country in 3-point field goal percentage. So we've got to keep them off balance. That doesn't have anything to do with them. It's got everything to do with us. So we're gonna do what we do, and if it's good enough, we're gonna move on. And if it's not, we're gonna shake their hands and we're gonna go back to Conway and regroup. But that's why you just don't want to have regrets. I learned that a long time ago. Just be who we are, and let's be the best version of us. And if it's good enough, we're going to move on. And if it's not, it's not.
Again, this is, win or go home. But do you try to approach it the same as you do as a regular season game, or do you flip a switch and say, this is different, fellas? I mean, do you try to have that conversation, or how do you approach it?
I think that it'll be a 94-foot court tomorrow, and it'll be a big arena, which I think helps us, just to be honest. And we're gonna press the ball. We're gonna jump the ball. We're gonna build the wall. We're gonna, hey, you ready for this? We're gonna try to avoid giving them free throws, second shots, and layups. If we can do that, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing. I think what you get screwed up in all of a sudden tournament play, and you got to do something different, and then you end up having regrets. Why don't we just do what we do?
Right.
And so we're just gonna do what we do, and we're gonna play hard, and I know we're gonna play hard, and know we're gonna compete. Listen, to win a tournament, you got to get some breaks. I remember winning it in 2009 and going to the NCAA tournament. The first game, they missed a 15-footer on a screwed-up assignment on our part. They missed a 15-footer at the buzzer. We win by 1. And that propelled us going. You're going to have some breaks along the way. Whoever wins is going to have some breaks along the way. But we play the game right. We prepare right. We practice right. We didn't have phones after 10 o'clock last night. You know why? You think it was my idea? No, it was Cam's idea. Like this dude, like somebody, when he's done playing wherever, whenever, like this dude has so much special in him, it's ridiculous. Like what 23-year-old says, Coach, we need to take phones up for everybody.
Yeah.
But he did it.
I love it.
And he's just different. And that's why we're in the position we're in.
I got one more for you, and I got one more for Cam. We'll let you guys go to lunch. But I'm going to ask you about, we talked about it all year, about playing your best basketball at the right time. And I'm just curious if, to me, that's what you guys have going here. I mean, right now. But I'm curious, again, about, trying to keep that mentality and that flow going, when you get to tournament time versus the regular season.
Yeah, we were not playing our best basketball in that 11-game winning streak. I know that. And thank goodness Dr. Davis and Matt Whiting are here. All right.
There you go.
No, but thank goodness we got beat. And I'm just going to be honest. If it wasn't for a phone call from Tanner Schulman, my middle child, at 11:15, driving back from Little Rock that night, Dad, y'all did not deserve to win the game. And looking at it on tape, if we'd have kept on going, I promise you we would not have won a regular season title. And we got zapped, and that reset us back to what we're doing now. And what we're doing now is we played really good defensively. I did not know that the ASUN was the best offensive conference in the country. I didn't know that. And so I'm stuck trying to guard everybody and do that. It's hard, but we're really good offensively. And if we can get some stops, which we will not lay back and just cross our fingers and hope it works out.
Yeah.
We're going to be aggressive. We're going to be in attack mode, and we're going to do what we do. So if it doesn't, we'll have no regrets. Listen, the winning would be unbelievable, but trying to win is way more important, just be honest, and doing right things. We're not going to luck into it. That ain't happening. And so we're going to bust our tail in and do what we do, and hope that we're the last one standing on Sunday.
Cam, for you, the last thing I was going to ask you is about the effort that you guys give and the Central Arkansas connection. I've been saying all year, this team's easy to root for people around our parts because, and again, we love Mao. He's in the starting lineup from D.C. If you're a Bear, you're a Bear. But to have the Central Arkansas guys.
We don't love Mao that much.
Well, maybe.
All right.
We'll see how tomorrow goes. I think he's poised to have a big game, honestly. But you got 4 starters from Central Arkansas. I mean, it's a really cool thing. You are the University of Central Arkansas, and you're obviously one of those guys. It's been pretty neat to see, Arkansas guys all come together for this common purpose at a school that's local here.
Yeah, I haven't really put too much thought into it until he just said something about it. But, I mean, it is special. I mean, we're representing, Central Arkansas, the Central Arkansas area, and we're trying to do something special. I think the biggest thing that people don't realize is that, we do take pride in this university. We do not play for the name on the back of our jersey. We play for that Central Arkansas on the front of our jersey, and it shows every single night. I think that's why our effort is there. And once again, we're so close-knitted that we, without a doubt, we're going to lose. We're going to lose fighting. We're going to lose fighting together. We have no problem losing if somebody's just better than us that night. But they're going to have to really give everything they have and then some, because we're going to give everything we have and then some on top of that. So, I mean, to have four of us from the Central Arkansas area, I mean, it just shows how special it just shows the talent that we have in the state as well that gets overlooked. I think the biggest thing is that, man, we're doing it.
There's no doubt.
We're just doing it.
Well, I want to tell you this, and if you missed it, you missed it, and you shouldn't have missed it. But if you missed it, you screwed up, because standing on that court, watching Bellarmine and Austin Peay after we won, players, fans, all together as one, you will never, ever, ever duplicate that moment.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, shame on you. If you were there, that was one of the most special moments. I was having a tough time keeping it together. That was one of the most special moments of my life, is standing there with Amy and Max and JC and Cam and fans and neighbors and everybody just happy and proud.
Yeah.
And if you missed it, shame on you. If you missed it, you better go get some season tickets for next year.
There you go. Well, Cam had me crying before the game, and you guys had me crying after the game, too, after the win. It was such a special day. Last thing, Coach, one tactical thing for you as far as playing Bellarmine. You already talked about the efficiency offensively. When you play any team a third time and you guys split the regular season, is it a different kind of challenge? You just try to do what you've done the first couple times around?
Well, we played them different the second time. We played a matchup zone, even though we hadn't put in a matchup zone, and so all we did literally was switch, and there's some comfort to that, but we lost sight of the ball a bunch, and we're doubling the post, and we lost sight of the ball. We're late to our stuff, and we were really, really, really bad at our place, and we won because that light went up, and it had the Batman logo, and Batman came to our rescue. But we weren't very good. We were much better defensively at their place. And just to be honest, they were fortunate. A ball goes between some guy's legs, and they stick a ball in, and they beat us. But I'm just going to tell you this. To win a tournament, there is no easy way to win a tournament. Like, who do you want to play? You don't want to play anybody. And so if we're going to win this thing, we're going to have a tough route, and it's supposed to be hard. How many times I said during the timeout, it's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody could do it. But it's one team's going to be doing it, and it's going to be really hard. And that's okay. It's supposed to be really hard.
No doubt. Well, good luck, fellas. I appreciate the time, and go grab some lunch. We'll see you over at the arena tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, man.
All right, that's John Shulman and Cam Hunter. Great stuff. We got to hit a break there, DJ, if you want to take us in. I'll tell you one thing about Coach.
You got our boy on the line, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
You got James on the line.
Oh, I thought we were going to catch him out of the break. Okay, we'll do that first.
Yep.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Let's check in with James Miller. Let's run out to Jacksonville and see what's happening. Thanks for the heads up on that. Yep. James, how you doing? We're talking hoops here. We're ready to go. I love tournament time, baby. I know you do too.
Man, I do too. It's awesome. Listen, Coach talk just got me ready for some March Madness, man. It's just one of my favorite times of the year as a sports fan. March Madness is hard to beat it.
There's no doubt. Another thing that's great is saving money and getting a great deal on a car and getting great selection. And I got in a discussion with somebody recently, and they were talking about, well, certainly they don't sell brand-new cars for this amount anymore. I was like, you'd be surprised. James, for somebody who's looking for a bargain, safe, new vehicle, I think it will probably blow some people's minds what kind of deals are available at Guadney Chevrolet with some of the cars you've got in stock.
It really does shock people when they come in and they see some of the payments you can get. You know, we're talking about payments that people were accustomed to, 15, 20 years ago when you walk in and buy a brand new Trax or a Trailblazer or even the Equinox like you're driving. I mean, you can get in these things, at under $300 a month, depending on how you finance it, which is an incredibly low payment, especially in the today's times. We look at how the cost of things have went up so much, but to have that kind of payment, at the end of the day, I'm not writing a check. Most people aren't writing a check for a vehicle. They're making a monthly payment. So that's the most important thing is to fit that monthly payment in the budget. And that's kind of what we specialize in, Justin. We're going to make sure that the payment's comfortable for you, and we'll make the deal happen whichever way we have to. And that means sometimes we got to put a little bit more in your trade than we really want to or should, but we do it to put that deal together. We want you to be a lifelong customer. And so, yeah, get brand new vehicles starting under $300 a month. You got Silverados, you can get GM supplier pricing on it. What that means to you is these people that supply parts to GM, they get a special discount from General Motors. That's for everyone on our Silverados this month. So you come in and buy a new Silverado, you can be assured you're getting the same price that these big giant suppliers that give millions of dollars of materials to GM every day get to buy theirs for. So you get an incredible deal on new Silverados right now.
James, you're the man. I appreciate you. GuadneyChevrolet.com if you want to check out all the opportunities online. James, we'll check in next week. I'm off tomorrow, but we will certainly be looking forward to talking to you next week.
Sounds good. I appreciate you, Justin.
All right, brother. Go see our friends out there. We'll be back in a second. Wrap it up. What's on tap coming up? Maybe a little what the hell, too, if we have time. We'll see. We'll see. Stick around.
U.S. Truck Accessories, your #1 Central Arkansas source for truck accessories, specializing in camper shells, bed covers, spray-in bed liners, trailer hitches, steps, grill guards, bumpers, lift kits, and much more. With professional installation on all products they offer. Locations in Conway and Searcy. U.S. Truck Accessories offers their customers twice the service. Locally owned and operated by a military veteran since 2002. Visit in-store, online. U.S. Truck Accessories. Work hard, play hard.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-382-9100. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-382-9100. That's 501-382-9100.
Willie D's Dueling Pianos has not moved yet. They're still rocking right here in the Little Rock River Market. Dueling Pianos upstairs, DJs downstairs with food and drinks every week. Reserve and learn more at WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Come and get your Willie on.
Experience the unmistakable difference today at D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc or West Memphis. D3 Auto Sales is your home for quality used trucks, SUVs, and cars from all top brands, specializing in unique customized lifted and leveled used trucks, including four-wheel drives. And this commitment to excellence extends to their full-service 10-bay service department as well. Also, looking to trade in or sell your vehicle? D3 Auto Sales pays top dollar for your pre-owned vehicle. D3AutoSales.com.
Oaklawn Today's Nancy Holtus gets in the zone each week this racing season courtesy of Winner's Circle Concierge, a performance thoroughbred management firm designed to remove the learning curve, complexity, and administrative burden from horse racing ownership. Call 8709-429-382.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
Welcome back in. Before we wrap up our last part of today here on the zone, I'm going to tell you about my friends in Conway at Chris Crane Hyundai. If you're looking for a vehicle right now and the pocketbook really isn't fit for it, but you need it now, How about no payments for 90 days on select vehicles, along with a 0% financing? Now that we got that out the way, what do they got over there for us in Conway at Chris Crane Hyundai? They got a whole lot full of the Palisades, Tucsons, all the 2026 models. And when it comes to the Hyundai dealer right here in Arkansas, voted #1 for 7 straight years in a row. Also on site, a collision center where if you have any bump or bruise, they can take care of that. And you need some customization, some tinting, maybe your car wrapped, all the shebangs, all one-stop shop in Conway at Chris Crane Hyundai. And I'll say that one more time, no payment for 90 days and 0% financing on select vehicles.
What's on tap? Highlighting the biggest sporting events each day is brought to you by Flyway Brewing, with locations in Argenta, Breckenridge Village, Memphis, and Fayetteville. For more info, go to flywaybrewing.com. Fresh beer starts there. Follow the migration.
Light day here, Justin, as far as what's on the programming here for the Buzz. We got Recruiting Intelligence Rep. That'll be presented by West Rock Coffee with Fitz Hill and Marcus Elliott. That'll be right here on 103.7 The Buzz at 7 o'clock tonight. As far as other sporting events, I figure I'll throw you a curveball. What about some hockey, NHL? Well, ESPN at 6 o'clock tonight. You can see the Sabres take on the Penguins. Then also, if you want to tune in a little bit later, 8:30 tonight on ESPN, you got the Islanders taking on the Kings. That'll be at Crypto Arena. And what about some World Baseball Classic all the way from Tokyo? And the reason I say that, they put out some really good athletes. That'll be the 2026 World Baseball Classic on FS1 tonight at 9 o'clock.
You better believe it. I don't know what happened to my mics. My mics get all weird.
A little bit, yeah.
That's weird. Huh. I don't know.
Can hear you, though.
I don't know. Yeah, barely.
Yeah, it is really low. Yell for the ones in the back.
Yo. I don't know. Let me try this other headset. Is that better? Oh, my gosh, that's way hot.
Much better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. All right. It's 12:55. When Wes shows up, let me know.
He's here.
I knew it was going to happen.
A little bit of delay.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the road. That happens.
No, not you. The YouTube feed.
Oh.
I was watching myself waving.
Oh, okay. That also is delayed. Hi, Wes.
Hey.
This guy says, this is Chase. He sounds semi-condescending about everything. It probably makes people want to hang up. What are you talking about?
I think he was talking about when Zach hung up early and didn't say anything out of his
I wasn't trying to be condescending to Zach. That's not what
Wes is traveling soon for spring break. There's a big debate going on if they want airports to ban people wearing pajamas while traveling. Wes?
That's stupid.
Why are you wearing pajamas on the plane? Unless you're flying a red eye or going overseas and you're going to be sleeping.
So
the entire
you want
time?
to ban the pajamas? You don't want people out there? Is it the type of pajamas? Like, what are we talking like?
I mean, what are we doing?
Silk and,
why are we wearing pajamas on the plane?
Some people like to be relaxed.
I mean, do you wear pajamas to the store?
I don't care about pajamas on the plane. Honestly, I don't have an issue with that at all. If that's what you want to wear, I'm not going to do it, but that's fine for you if you want to. More importantly, Wes, let's talk about this. Yes, ESPN Plus. What about it? Okay. I'm in the middle of a show, but don't mind me. It's okay. No big deal, guys. Hey, so here's my question for you, Wes.
Okay.
When you and Allison fly together, does she sit middle seat and you sit aisle, or do you sit in your how do you guys work that?
I usually sit aisle just so I can stretch out my legs a little bit, and she sits middle.
Yep. You know, DJ's a window guy, but he also always flies first class, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you all sit separate ever?
Sometimes, yeah. If I can get like an exit row and she can't, I'll do the exit row.
And she'll sit somewhere else.
Okay, one last quick question. If you are watching a series together with Allison, which you guys do a lot, would you ever watch an episode without her being in attendance, or is that that's a faux pas, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes she'll fall asleep and I'll keep watching for like 15 or 20 minutes and then turn it off, and she can catch up.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I snuck in a few episodes while Ebony was out of town.
Now you got to go back and watch it a second time. Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing?
Coming up, we're going to be talking about Arkansas, of course, and their big 20-point win. Richard Davenport joins us. We'll also have Mark the Magician and Anthony Christensen from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Sounds great. I will stick around, as far as you know. That is that. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, we got a whole show packed in for you, live from Oaklawn tomorrow.
That's right.
So don't miss it. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds coming up next.
Arkansas golf legend John Daly joins the guys every week on Morning Mayhem. John's visit is made possible by Moe's Southwest Grill. Get the new Moe's Value Meal, a junior burrito, side of queso, chips and salsa, and a drink for only $9.99. Available all day, every day. And welcome to Moe's.
This is the Pigskin Preacher.